Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the LG Ultragear presents the Esports Gauntlet Season 4, powered by Crucial, and our apparel partners are 656. Your boy Aggressive is here with none other than Universe. It's been a month since I last seen him here back on again. How are you feeling, my man? Because we are now back. Casting
Oh yeah,
Gauntlet, the last and final season. It's been a long one. We started in what? Around June, July?
yeah,
It's January 2022. It's been a
yeah.
long journey. And honestly speaking, as we head on down over into today's matchup, I'm really excited for the first initial one. Both of these teams, they had a lot of spicy changes, especially a massive loss from Team Valor as well,
Mm-hmm.
and an incredible addition onto FS Esports. I want you to talk us right through that, and also tell me how you feel.
Oh, it's been quite a journey coming from when we started off season one till now, and clearly we've had a lot of teams, grow up since then. FS Esports now are among the top echelon of teams, and today they face off Valor. And both these teams have gone through their own iterations of players. They've had their own, formations of different players coming and going. And FS Esports recently have added in the 200 IQ player Badman, who is not no more in SAUL. He's now playing for FS, and I think for FS that is a really great addition. A player who with that much experience playing, who's played in Enigma, who's played pretty much in the top tier of Valorant now, maybe could be the key to FS breaking into the tier one scene,
True, true.
and Valor now have a competition on their hands because Hunter is not going to be playing for them.
Yeah, that's gonna be a rough one. Hunter being pretty much the backbone of the entire team, with, of course, Buster being on his side in a lot of different occasions. Now that that incredible silver player is not there, who wants to play the initiator? Bullet, he has big shoes to fill, and if he's not able to fill it properly, it's gonna be a rough one for him. But hey, it's Team Valor, of course. They are known for their consistency, and hopefully they're gonna be able to bring in that level of gameplay moving on down forward. But for now, let's head on down over towards the group standings and see exactly how the teams have already slotted on in. I don't know personally how many of you did come on down yesterday. We had a lot of reveals, massive roster shuffles. It was an entire storyline. It was the first ever draw event that took about 2 hours to complete because we had so much to talk about in general. But moving on down from that universe, as you can see, the teams have already slotted in Group A. In general, when we did do the brackets and of course we set up the standings, it wasn't really that predominant of which team was known as a group of death. Personally, in my eyes, both of these groups have their strengths, their weaknesses, but Group A, they seem to be a group which is shrouded in a little bit of mystery because with so many roster changes, primarily we are looking at Team Exploit to be the undefeated squad because they're the ones who have stuck together the most. And of course,
Mm-hmm.
only friends, they have stuck together, but you know, they're just not going to be able to get there just yet.
Yeah, looking at this group when I saw the draft event myself yesterday, it was really interesting. FS only friends yet again. Team T69 are back. We've got Binks and Co here. We've got Exploit Reckoning with their own overhaul of lineup. They've got Weird Esports now under them. Valor, True Rippers as well. So this kind of does look like a group of death to me because even if you do expect Team Exploit to finish up on top and FS to be among the top four, there's at least four other teams that could fill into the next two spots. Only Friends, Team T69, five teams actually, Reckoning, Valor, and True Rippers. I actually don't know that much about Team Row, but I am hoping to get to know them. I don't think I saw who in their lineup was,
And
but
you. It's
this
basically three players from Reckoning. Sorry, two players from Old Reckoning, and a couple of other additions.
Okay, it's gonna be interesting to see this. So this clearly looks like a group where we've got a lot of players from different teams just shuffling between each other, and it's only gonna get a lot more difficult for each and every one of them because Exploit, as you said, I expect them to finish on top as well. If not them, maybe I would see True Rippers come out on the top or maybe second place.
Yep.
But this group has a lot of competition.
Yeah, that's the thing. All of these teams, they have the potential to be in that top four. So it's a massive coin toss to know exactly which teams are going to be making it down forward. Seems like a repeat of season number 3 in general, where we were talking about the group of A. We had no idea what's going to happen. And hey, Team Valor, they did show a lot of potential back down in season number 3, and I'm really hoping in season number 4 they're going to be able to do the same. And speaking of Team Valor, let's head on down over into their team intro and see exactly what they're going to be cooking up for us as we walk through this roster here, Universe. I do have to talk about the journey that Team Valor has gone through. And now that Hoax has also joined in on the roster, I do believe they have the potential to still be one of the best teams. But then again, there is going to be a massive void to be filled by Bullet. And if he's not able to fill that up, Team Valor, they could just fall apart. Normally, we always looked at Team Valor to play off of information.
Yeah.
And now that they don't have that same level of information anymore, how do they want to play? Are they going to be playing it aggressive, defensively, or are they going to try to make their old playstyle work and make Bullet be the initiator that Hunter was?
You
That's the
know,
primary thing that we really want to see here.
the thing that I have seen with Valor is that they've grown. They have grown a lot. They've become a really great team, but Buster has been a great duelist for them. He has experience, but I think with him on the side, who always was Hunter, him being absent is kind of something that throws his team a little off. I think because we know Pasha has had to transition into this controller role. He plays even the Sage at times, but he
Yep.
does not go for the Jet that often. When we've known him to be an explosive Jet player, and JN is the one filling in that role, so I think it kind of throws the balance of this team a little bit off because they've got two Jet mains, one of whom has had to rescind his aggressiveness to play as the Astra main or whatever controller agent need be. So I think in that kind of a sense, Pasha Sahil has had a little bit time to adjust, and he's struggled a little bit, but he's had some spectacular performances. And at the same time, JN, even he had a couple of moments of sparks, but the remaining time, Jayan has always had a little bit of a trouble settling into this team. And I
True.
hope that now that Hoax is coming, he's not going to have the same issue. I really hope that Valor, do find their groove and go ahead and maybe give another competitive season this time around because they will want to qualify yet again. Are they going to with this squad? I'm not quite sure. We will find out.
Yeah, that's really the biggest question mark for now, but I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt because Team Valor, they have showed us up multiple different times and they've showcased to us exactly why they deserve to be here in the Gauntlet and possibly in the playoffs as well. But hey, we're talking about Team Valor a little bit too much. Let's get the elephant in the room out of here. Let's talk about FS right off the get-go. Let's see their team intro and let's see what they have in store for us because honestly, in my eyes, with the addition of Batman, I do believe this squad is possibly the most dominant squad in this entire tournament. Primarily, do you know why? Remember back in season number 3, season number 2, and even season number 1, when FS was still Team Facts. I always told you that this roster needs some direction. They need a
Yeah.
strong IGL to point them in the right spot, and then immediately they're gonna be able to take over the entire server. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Now with the addition of Batman, they have that IGL. They have that one person that can direct the entire team to victory. And we know how good he is as an IGL. Him as a Sentinel player have literally changed the entire flow of every matchup that he was in. And now that he's here in this spot, from SATUL, from Enigma, he has done everything. And will he be able to take FS to greatness? That's what we're going to be finding out today.
I'm really excited for this. I would love to know how exactly Batman fits into the squad, how he controls the pace of this game, whether or not it's going to be the same kind of, game style that they go with, letting Cactus be himself and the remaining kind of form around their own selves and make it work. Because Coley is a great Sova. Cortez has been a great backbone for this team. He fits into multiple roles. And it is going to be interesting because I am I'm really excited for this team to perform to their best level and really, not disappoint because I honestly, by myself, have huge expectations of this team.
Yeah, FS. They have they pretty much are the dark horses of this entire tournament in my eyes because of the way that they have played previously. They had the potential to take down all of the other big names, but now that they're here, now that they have this new addition, I'm really hoping that it's going to push them over the edge and make them the tier 1 team that they deserve to be. But hey, the matches are going to happen right here and right now against Team Valor. That's where they really need to prove themselves. If they're not able to take this first big step against a team that are pretty much on the same level playing field as them previously, when we consider the statistics of season number 2 or season number 1, 2 and 3, they're not going to be able to do much. So let's head on down over towards the map video screen and see exactly where the teams are going to be facing off against one another. Because in my eyes, Valor currently, even more than ever, are a lot more of a map based team. And the fact that they picked up Haven right off the get go was a smart choice. Because now FS, initially Haven was one of their best maps with their old roster. But is it still the same? That's what we're going to find out.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure whether or not they can take Haven the same way when they did earlier. They've had a couple of ups and downs on Haven, and FS Esports are great on Haven themselves as well. I've seen that before, and it's probably going to be no surprise watching them come on top of this map and maybe take it all for themselves. And a 2-0 comes in, but Icebox I think is FS Esports go-to map. I've seen them pick it multiple times, and they are going to have a pretty great strategy on the second map. But Haven, I'm going to say it's pretty much, I think it should be a 60-40 say here. Could go either way, but I think FS Esports might just have the upper hand.
Mainly when you talk about Haven, what do we normally think of? We think of a double duelist composition, a double initiator in some cases, and if you think of GE, then it's all about that breach and that Sova. But Team Valor, they always opted to go in for the double duelist comp with Buster picking up the Phoenix from time to time. And FS, originally they also like to play the double duelist, but with the addition of Batman, I think they're going to be shifting over to a double initiator comp instead. That's what I feel personally for the map of Haven. So we could see a massive shift when it comes down to the meta and the way that the teams are going to be playing. But on the other side, when we talk about Icebox and Split here universe, I want
Mm-hmm.
your thoughts. Let's talk about the map of Icebox a little bit more. FS, they haven't had the best track record on this map in particular, but I think I chalk that up to Pasha being a lackluster Viper because, of course, he is a duelist player at heart. He's been playing the Astra phenomenally throughout all of his game, but to play a Viper, that's a hard one to do. But now that Badman's on the Viper, we know for a fact he's going to play the Viper. He's not going to play anything else. That's going
Yeah,
to open up Pasha to a lot of different opportunities.
I'm not quite sure what exactly Pasha's gonna. Maybe the Sage could be thrown in, or he maybe he take up the Sentinel role himself and play the Killjoy, and give the Sage a rest. But we're gonna have to find out how exactly that's gonna work out, because FS Esports, brand new lineup. Just we need a little bit more of a lookout on how Batman fits into this. Valor themselves having a new addition, Hoax coming in. There's a lot of differences in between these two teams that we are going to be unraveling today. So I hope that it's going to be a great game. I know it's going to be a great game, but we are going to have to wait and watch because Haven, I think, is going to be more competitive than Icebox. If at all, Haven goes to Valor, this might just go to 3 maps. Or if FSC Sports pick up Haven, then I could see this ending out in a 2-0. What do you think, though?
That's going to be the tough one because I completely agree with you. There is no way this is not going to be a 2-0 if Team Valor are not able to take map number 1. It all really depends on how this new roster is going to play for them. With the addition of Hoax being a very, I don't know, he's much more of the slow, the defensive natured player. And how is he going to slot into an aggressive team is a real question. My hands are up in the air here because there are no real predictions that we can make.
Mm-hmm.
You can ask us that, okay, it's just one player shifting out. But in professional level play, if you switch out that one player, it completely changes the team identity. You don't need 2 changes, you don't need 3, just that one. And a very specific player being taken out or a very specific player being added is going to shift the dynamic of an entire squad, making them a lot more aggressive or a lot more defensive in nature, or mellow them out entirely so that they can shift in and out whenever they want to. And on Haven, a map that relies on supreme map control, if you're not able to get proper map control going, it's just not going to be working out for you. So, universe,
Mm-hmm.
now that we are Here in this spot, what do you think the agent lineups are going to look like for Haven? Are we going to be seeing a usual double initiator comp, or will there be a switch up and we see a double duelist, maybe a triple duelist? You never really know because duelists are on the rise from time to time, but at the same time, no one really wants to play them.
I think that
Or
we
even a
probably.
chamber,
Sorry.
or even a chamber, because chamber is now allowed in competitive.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure if Chamber is gonna be played just because of the fact that he's not got as many defensive utilities as the other Sentinels. He's just got that one trap, and he has a sheriff on his own. He's got an ultimate, and he's got a teleporter. So in terms of defensive utilities, it's just that one trap that has a good range, but can be destroyed pretty easily and not slow down the enemy. So I don't see him being introduced into pro play that easily. I think it's gonna take a little bit of time, but if they are gonna pick a chamber, I'm not gonna have any problem. I would love to see chamber being played professionally, but I think it's gonna be a double initiator. It's gonna be a Sky and Sova or a Breach and Sova if need be, and the usual single duelist. But I'm interested to see whether or not they're gonna pick it because every time we think about having a different lineup on Haven, it's either double duelist or double initiator. There's nothing in between that.
It's going to be a difficult one in general because Haven, it's a massive coin toss. I have to say personally, I have no clue, but agent selections are gonna the agent selection is gonna be going on down through, and finally our speculations are gonna be answered of what both of these teams are gonna be playing originally here. And in my eyes, as we expected, FS they have the tendency of going in for a double initiative composition. Dominic picking up the sky with Coley being the one to pick up. Wait, what? Wait, Dominic's not playing an Astra. So Batman's slotted into the dedicated controller role instead of being the Sentinel player, and B2's playing the Sentinel instead.
Maybe it could be just for their, uh, this map choice. It could be just a Haven thing that they do. Coley has locked in that Sova, and it's just up to B2 and Batman. On the other side, it is the Breach and Sova, and on this side, like I said, it's going to be double initiator, probably either the Breach and Sova or the Sky and Sova. And that's exactly what it is going to be. Okay, so there it is. Batman is going to be playing the controller role. His versatility is going to come out to use here, but Batman on the Astra is something I don't think we've seen as of
Yeah,
it's
we have
it's
never seen
really
this.
rare. I don't think I've ever personally seen him play a controller before at all. Apart from Viper, of
Yeah.
course.
Viper is his primary controller, but I do believe that if he's able to channel the same capabilities of a Viper, he should be able to play it. The
Hmm.
thing is that you can play a Viper and you can play other controllers as well because, hey, Viper is the hardest controller to master in comparison to any other because of the amount of map knowledge and communication you need to relay to your team to even make that agent work properly. So I think that Astra is going to be fine. It's going to be okay. Nothing to really worry about. And Team Valor, I think they're on high spirits. Yeah, look at that. Pasha is getting a little bit of a massage on the side. So he's gonna be a happy boy as he's playing through all of it. He's playing the Astra on towards the other side as well, so he's in a mood. Coach slot's also been done. It is gonna be Saikovsky. He's the big boy here, trying to make sure his team is on point. And whenever they are feeling down the most, they're still gonna be able to return the favor at all stages. FS, they're looking quite serious. They're looking fly. And hey, Batman, I see Mutative in the background. He's got that style point.
Well, we are going to be starting off with the game here as everybody is locked and loaded in, and we've got an initial fight already taking place towards A, which has been kind of subdued for now. Hoax getting in closer, does not want to take this fight any longer alone.
Right here.
So they're waiting. Valor, their usual approach of being a little slow up front, playing on information as we always know them to do. And Cactus is going to be pushing on information that he's been fed thanks to Dominic. And there's the flash. They move straight in. It's going to be the first duel, and Bullet wins it. Cactus going straight down. They push onto the side. Jayan gets another. And just like that, Valor have the ace side and the round striped down to a 5 versus 2.
It's gonna be a tough one. already, because think of it like this, Valor, they ran into a site, they took the control, they got the trades, and it was just a casual A-side entry. There was nothing really strategic about any of that, but hey, they're still gonna be able to find it all. Bullet uses the owl drone to try and spot out maybe one of the players. Doesn't find out much, but look at Hoax. He's just waiting with the aftershock. As soon as he hears that first initial down, he already knows what he needs to do. Peek out, gravity wall in front, and everything else is second. A 4-man swing, and the 4-hole defenders didn't even know what hit them. 0-1, and a strong start for Team Valor.
Indeed, strong start. Just one casualty, and they're going to be absolutely okay with that. In the grand scheme of things, the first 2 rounds don't really matter as much. When the buy round comes in is when real things start. But are Valor going to be able to keep up? 2 players haven't really bought in yet. They will. They probably should, except for Bullet, who's still keeping his ghost on his hands. Everybody else has a Spectre. Ready to move in. Cactus wants to get up close with his shorty. He does get in. Baits out.
Easy.
And Cactus finds an easy kill. JN gives him a gifted Spectre. That shock dart barely touches him.
Concealment.
That's Valor losing a player early on.
Ooh, Buster. He's playing his own little game down here, but he doesn't really get the damage that he wants to. Not gonna be able to find that kill, but Bullet, you gotta be careful, buddy. I know you want to wait around that corner, but if a classic right click hits you in the face, you are dead in a couple of seconds. Bullet slowly but surely pushing his way in. Has a Killjoy Nanoswarm to block off his exit if he needs to get out immediately. Swings that first initial tap, but he gets a headshot. That's gonna be rough, and he's probably dead because of it, but still, 1 by 1, the side of Team Valor are able to use their better guns to their own advantage. They get 2 kills from the side of Hoax. With that, Coley, last player remaining, throws out a shock dart, spots out 1 player, but there's absolutely nothing that he can do to go up against this breach.
I mean, he's pretty much done and dusted here. Classic and 56 HP. Getting annoyed with that right click.
Not one left.
And going down as well. 3rd for Hoax in this round, as the right clicks of the Classic have been rightfully nerfed.
Thankfully, we have not seen a single right-click kill happen just yet. But you never really know. That's the thing with a classic right-click. As soon as you say that it's been nerfed, you go to the next round and your opponents pick it up, and then the classic right-click hits you from 100 meter, like pretty much you're 100 meters away, and then you get right-clicked in the forehead twice.
I mean, if you think about that, it's kind of unpredictable, and that's kind of how it should be. Sometimes it's a good, sometimes it's a, well...
Sometimes it's a cool, yes.
Yeah.
Channel your inner French, but I think that JN's gonna be trying to cook up something else here. Oh my god, JN!
Wait, what?
How did he get away with that?
I have no clue, but JN pulls off a really confusing 2K there, as B2 was not quite sure where he was looking. Unfortunately, he was detected because of the Sova recon, but that's gonna be another round. Oh my god,
Ooh,
Bullet
nice shot.
swings out wide, perfectly timed. And that's number 3 for Valor. They are stripping the side of FS down really hard. They're not giving up anything at all here.
And FS, they need to run on away. Save those guns and maybe just hold it down strong. Dominic's gonna be good for the first. He's looking for a second. If he's able to find this on towards the face of JN, that's gonna be a big one for him. They cannot let them save these guns, but they walk away with 3 more. And this was a very successful round for the side of the attackers.
Bullet. That was close.
Very close.
He could have just given 1 more shot through that wall to the head of Dominic, and that could have been another weapon dropped. But Valor, on a pretty good start here so far. I did not expect them to take it all on in front, but this is their choice of map, so far so good. And FS with 2 saved weapons and a couple of sheriffs. What do you got for us? You need to give in a response. At least drop a couple of weapons, because this economy build up is going to cost you 2 rounds down the road.
Oaks looking to see if he can find some form of value out of his own util. It's around the corner, but none of the members of FS are gonna be going for that swing. Batman gets caught out though from the sidelines as he wants to make his own push. And FS They're pretty much stuck between a rock and a hard place to try and bring this one back. JN, though, maybe he's playing with fire. Maybe he's going to be the one to bite a couple of bullets here if he's not careful. But still, he gets the timing at poor old Kohli. He was looking down.
I mean, the trade could come in here. Oh, that was a little scary. Cactus dashes a little aggressively.
Without a star, I cannot.
Oh, he should be able to kill him.
Buster. Nobody's been spotted here, and Buster's turret is going to hold down that line for Cactus, who might just be detected. Oh, problems, but Buster stabilizes. P2 is being supported. Dominic's here with his Vandal as well.
2v2.
So that's 2 players down, 2 versus 2. This is doable.
This is very much possible for a clutch. They just need to wait 10 seconds, more than enough time. Wait for the flash, then go in for the execute. Take it slow, take it steady, because bullets right around the corner. If you're not careful, try to go in for that peek. That's gonna be dangerous, but still, the swing is gonna be beautiful. Me too. He takes the first kill. Now there comes the flash. There comes the swing. He's shooting absolutely nothing but no. What?
Hey people, come on now. I'm anticipating my congratulations.
Give me that replay right now. Yo, what?
That no, I don't think
Universe,
that.
what?
I don't think that the human body is supposed to turn that way. I don't know how in the world this man just got
that
those.
second click.
Wow, Pasha, what a
Flash is too good, dude.
beautiful. I don't know how did they not, how did Dominic not kill him? How?
Body shots, not head headshot.
Get out of my way.
But that's gotta hurt, man, for FS.
Oh,
Obscuring
heavily.
concealment.
That man needs to be careful. He is being supported, but it's a lot of trouble for him. Gets one at least before he goes down. And being spammed upon, he gives spam back, and he's done his job. 3 versus 3. There is an Astra ultimate available on Pasha Sahil, and he could knock off these 2 openings for his team. Choosing to save it for now, though. As Kohli spots 1, spots 2. Now they know what they need to do. Pasha throws in a star. Retake on the go.
No. This is gonna be a hard retake already. 2 players holding down from the long sidelines, 1 player already lurking up through garage. They're wasting so much time. And if Bullet is able to get into position, that's gonna be even more tougher for them to bring it back. Bullet's gonna be good for 1. Swings out, it's gonna be Kohli to try to be the difference maker here. He's good for 1 more, but he's not gonna be able to find that. The double swing for Buster and Pasha was just way too potent, way too powerful. 0 and 5 in Universe, it just feels as though we started the game, man. It's pretty much feels like it's already over. It's been 5 rounds and what? Around 15 minutes, 10 minutes?
Not been too long. And clearly the side of FS are struggling up front. I did not expect this to be the case. I thought this was going to be a little bit more competitive, but this is a little bit throwing them down the line. Another eco is going to cause them troubles back to back to back. A number 6 could be given away easily here. As Kohli, he misses his recon. And Cactus with his ultimate. Knives are out. But they're not going to be able to find anybody. Nobody even remotely close to him. Just an alarm bot. JN not spotted out. Just his teammate. As Cactus is holding down the line. Expecting Buster to maybe peek out towards C. But Valor are really disciplined that way. They're not going to do it. Or unless Buster.
Oh, that is so smart. That is
really
so
good.
smart.
He saw the... Oh, Cactus.
Spike down A.
Pasha's
No,
not gonna be able to
Kohli.
fight that, but he just casually swings out. Batman though with a Marshall's gonna be able to find a reverse. How are they finding these trades? These are just happening simultaneously throughout this entire map. But Buster, he has another thing for his own calling. Waits around the corner, does pop the Killjoy lockdown, and that Killjoy lockdown is gonna be the best thing for them. But Hoax spots at the head of Cactus. Cactus, he knows this is dangerous play. There's no way Hoax is gonna swing this. Hoax, you just don't do this.
Got another flash, waiting for it.
If he dies,
Can
here.
waste as much time as he wants, and a beautiful one tap. Cactus, he's gonna go down as well, and Hoax has done enough. 3 versus 2, 3 versus 1. Make it 3 versus 0 in just a couple of seconds. Another tap,
Dude,
and
Hoax.
this man's the tap master.
Hoax. I doubted you initially when I saw the roster change, but you showed me up. You're like, hey, aggressive, sit down, and just watch me play. You're gonna understand why I'm on the best addition for the side of Team Valor already. 0-6, and Hoax has been hitting every single tap and every single flick like he's born to do it.
And he's having a great game. FS, well, a given timeout that should have been taken, I think, a little bit earlier, maybe when they were 4-0 down or 5-0 down, but never too late to try and stop the momentum of your opponent. As the coach Raymond is giving instructions to his team as to what exactly he has observed so far, what they can do. Bad man.
The issue that we are seeing though as well here, Universe from FS, is they're not really taking much map control and they're giving it away to their opponents. Yeah, Badman's trying to push up. He's getting the information, but as soon as he gets that information, he has no way of being able to capitalize on it. Where are the mid control? Like, I'm not seeing a lot of players trying to force out mid from the defense, because if you have mid control, that's the only bit of information that you primarily need, because that's the angle or that's the sideline that you want to hold to get the information from just sound. You don't need to see your opponents. They're going to be running around just stampeding all over the place. And if you're at mid, if you have that little bit of extra control, you're going to be able to funnel them through into a site and allow your teammates who are holding down the sites to have a better opportunity and a better chance to keep it on hold.
They just said it. They've taken it. Dominic has pushed up, and this is great.
That's what I called it. Immediately it happened. Hey, I'm going to put my legs up on my chair now.
Yeah. Cactus. Oh, he's got information. One's close by. Holds down the angle. Does not want to give it up on Dominic. Perfect positioning.
Yes.
All he needs to do is peek out, and he's got the spike in his hands. There go the Seekers, and there goes information. Pasha Style has been spotted out. Tries to spam it down. As Dominic, he's eating a lot of bullets, but Badman is there to support him. Takes out Pasha. B2 comes in, and this mid take has been nothing short of brilliant. Number one could be on the cards here unless Hoax taps on a couple of more heads.
Here.
Oh, Cactus.
Oh, dude, that nearly hit. That nearly hit. It literally went above his shoulder. That was such a close shot. But now Badman's going to be the one to take down Hoax. Final player remaining is JN, and he knows he needs to swing that, but Cactus is not going to miss in the second. A flawless round. And hey, Universe, I called it. I called it.
Well, I don't know if the caster's curse is real or not, but whatever you just said makes you a wizard, my guy.
Hey, that's just being a really good analyst.
I'll give you props for that. That is true. And now with this first round that FS have got purely thanks to forgive me, aggressive.
Yes, I'm Assassin.
Yeah, I just read his name, okay? Forgive me.
Oh, God. But it's fine. I like to be Assassin. I'm just as handsome as he is.
That is a compliment and a half, but for now, who need the compliments are FS. They need a couple more rounds. Try and keep themselves a little bit stable. Oh, Cactus! Oh, no. Oh, wow. Okay, that was... He hit him for 149. And then he got his kill taken away from him. That is really unfortunate, but still, team effort. That makes them a little bit easier in terms of man advantage, but not in terms of sight. Because the plan is going to go down thanks to this Astro Ultimate. The Cosmic Divide allows FS, so forgive me, allows Valor to take on this A site, and now they have post-plan positions.
Right here.
It's all onto Dominic, I believe. He's going to be the game changer here. He needs to win this duel onto Pasha Sahil. It's going to be the end.
That is a dangerous one with B2. Jumps out from heaven and he's going to be able to shut down two more. Batman's going to be joining them from the sidelines. One by one, they find it all. Pasha is just too good to be true. He finds multiple kills down on the cards, but still FS, they're holding down strong. They get the spike defuse down out as well. They have the operator in their hands. And with that, a 2-6 scoreline as well. Slowly but surely, they're inching closer and closer to that 6-6. But it's still a long road. 4 more rounds, it's not an easy feat to do.
Indeed. 6-2. Got a couple more to go. Valor still have money to buy in. They're gonna be able to buy in even the round after this one. That's just them being as dominant as possible in the first 6 rounds to make up their economy like ultra-rich billionaires. Now they move in towards A yet again. JN's taking an early stride towards A short. Coley not struggling to take out the recon, but he does in the end. As Dominic is fighting through walls against a Buster who is trying to keep them as occupied as possible towards mid. JN, the only man spotted. Coley is the only man on A. If Valor choose to push towards A, they're gonna get an open site. It's just one man, and how many can he take down?
Not looking as great for them just yet, but...
Oh, okay. Bullet. Nah.
Nah, dude. You don't stare at spam it. It's never gonna work. Jan also takes a back seat. And it feels as though Team Valor, they're spreading themselves out a little bit too thin. 2 players, one on A short, completely alone. Another person wall banging from garage. That's a rookie mistake, Valor. You cannot be making this, especially when you have the lead on a 2-6 scoreline. You need to establish that strong start on the attacking side, because you do need to remember, Haven is a very attack-favored map, especially when you have a breach as well.
30 seconds left.
Indeed. And now they're waiting for utility to be dropped as Pasha's Isle throws in everything he's got. Dominic will go down with a flash in his hand. And that's Valor taking the A side yet again. Coley been spotted. Takes a bullet or 2. Still alive though, and that's the main thing. 4 versus 3, and there's a Killjoy ultimate to deny any bit of this. And as soon as I say it, there's B2 dropping it.
Killjoy lockdown should be able to do some damage, but look at the shock darts. That's gonna be more than enough to destroy it. But no, I don't think it was a shock dart, it was Hoax! Hoax, he's gonna be able to find one more for himself right after the aftershock. He's such a good player. Hoax is gonna be trying to go in for a third, but somehow, in some way, shape, or form, Team Valor are still able to do this on a 3 versus 5 situation. Sorry, 3 versus 4 situation. It's 2-7, Team Valor. They bring that round from the brink of absolutely nowhere.
A great job from the side of Valor to take that A side, find 2 kills. Hoax was the man who was orchestrating the entire attack, and you can see how important Breach can be in any map.
Especially after the buffs, dude. His Aftershock being able to destroy Killjoy Lockdown just nullifies the agent entirely.
I mean, it's not
use
just
like
the
150
ultimate.
credits, and it's over.
It's not even just the ultimate. He can break any bit of Killjoy's utility. He can take out Cypher's traps. He can pretty much do anything with that piece of utility that he's got. And to top it all off, he's got a earth-shattering earthquake ability that will literally make you feel like you're nauseous and not able to shoot weapons at the desired rate of fire. Breach, honestly, is my favorite, dude. I love it. I think he's the best initiator on the same length as Sova, because Sova's information is kind of, I think, top-notch. But Breach, I love when the big bully Breach plays come in.
Yeah, especially when the Breach player is this dominant when it comes down to his mechanical skill as well as his game sense. Nah, man. A Breach player is one specific player. If he's having a good day, you just cannot stop him. And I think that you'll know this as well from our rank games. If a Breach is having a good time, there is no way in hell you're ever gonna win that.
JN, him coming up a little bit aggressive, gives him positional advantage, and Coley does not expect it. As no matter what Dominic does, he's he's actually gonna get past, and now he's gonna get detected. No, he didn't.
Oh god.
Oh, he will. Dominic not having the best of days here, but he needs to find the 1 kill for him to make an advantage available for his team. As Valor yet again on this A side are causing damage time after time.
Blinded.
Dominic does get the information that one player is holding him from A long, and he knows he can't go here anymore. There's not really a lot of time either for this execution to go on down through. They cannot retake the side. Just save those guns. It's better to just go in for a full-on save. Just getting a couple of exit frags at the bare minimum, and that's exactly what they're doing. They know for a fact they need to hold for these exit frags. But Cactus, you should not be the player to do something like this, Because if you get caught, if this operator goes down, that's gonna be even more harder for you to try and bring on back. But the defenders, sorry, the attackers, they know they cannot go in for the swing, but no, the operator!
The operator's gone.
It's gone. This is what I was worried about, dude. Cactus, you had no reason to hold that angle this late into the round. Especially when you consider a left-hand side flick versus a right-hand side flick. You never hold a right-handed flick angle. You either hold the right side and you flick left, which is much more easier for the maximum part of the player base to hit. But Cactus holding left instead of right? Small mistakes.
Well, Batman's been spotted. And JN is not going to give up anything. He finds one player. No, he doesn't. Yes, he will. Batman on the back side is gone. Cactus will trade back, but that's going to be it. 4 versus 4. 2 ultimates available on the side of the attackers, but Cactus is positioning. Could just find him, everybody. Pasha Sahil needs to be careful. He expects a backstab, and he smokes it off. Justified. There is another kill that could be coming. Coley eats it up. Hoax is pushing in, and Bullet will find the Sova.
Hoax. Now it says throws out a flash, goes in for a swing. Not gonna be able to find that kill though, but Bullet on towards the back end is gonna be the one to find it with a shock dart. But still, Cactus, he turns it all around, sends us down over to a 2 versus 2 scenario. Double peeks on the side. Jane's worried about multiple different sight lines. He's checking left, he's checking right, but Cactus is gonna be just as beautiful. B2, last player remaining. Bullet, which side are you looking at, buddy?
So funny.
He did not expect him to be that up close. But B2 running against the clock with that recon catching up to him, found the perfect positioning.
Last round before the
Making
switch.
B2 think, forgive me, making his think that he's gonna come from the other side. That's what threw. Pull it off. Number 3 comes up, and now in the last round of this first half, the first match of Season 4, has been Valor trying to take control successfully in most of these rounds. Even the rounds they've lost, they've always had a site control somehow. And that has been concerning so far, but now that this half is going to be over, let's see what FS will have to offer on the attacking side. Oh, look at the Battle of Jets!
Oh no, it's a Jet.
No way, no!
Oh, the Battle of the Whips, man. I like it. But Hoax, I don't think he's gonna whip. Oh, I think I spoke a little bit too soon. Okay, Cactus, make it happen. Make sure you get that ace. Get that 4K. He's looking for the 5th. He's hungry for it. But you know what happens if you get a little bit too hungry for an ace? It could just be bad for you as well. But Buster, he's on a slow and steady creep. His head gets spotted, but no, Batman's not gonna be able to find that shot. Another chance for him to find an ace for himself. And Cactus, he's running. He's like, yep,
He wants
I want
it.
this. I want this really bad.
Go on then,
He's just
get
waiting
him.
for it.
First match of TC Gauntlet Season 4. First ace. I think we should have an ace counter for this season.
Assassin, make it happen.
Yeah. We should have an ace counter, and because it looks like we might just have a few of them. Buster. Is he? No! He's not going to give it away. Not going to happen. No ace counter today. Hey, it could happen in the second half. You never know.
And final player. Coley's gonna be the one to get that kill. Good ending to the first half. Honestly speaking, I'm not even sad about this. 8-4 scoreline. It's decent. You're going on towards the attacking side of Haven with an 8-4, the better side of this map, statistically at least. So, you know, I think you have an advantage, but it already does depend on the pistol round. The pistol round now carries a lot more weight in comparison to a 5-7 scoreline, let's say, or even a 6-6. So if FS are able to take this, then I would personally say they have a best opportunity to keep this game onto their bag and possibly take map number 1 and also take map number 2 for themselves.
Indeed. All they need is this first pistol, FS, to make a significant comeback happen. Take out 4 rounds on their own.
Need that back.
For now, they are not really committing anywhere. They're trying to play by looking at how far the waters are being rippled by them, where the effect of the opponent is being shown. As Asha and Batman spot each other out, the Astros are going to cancel each other. That's going to be them moving away from C after giving off a little bit of information. FS, what do you got in store? Are you going towards B? Looks like it as the drone moves in. Batman puts down the stars, and Hoax is ready for this, it looks like. He's got his utility at the ready, and he's probably going to be attacking this as soon as he hears somebody come through. But he's been spotted out. No, he's not. How is he not been... Wait, what?
He walked straight in.
Wait, how
Hoax
was
is
he not
dead.
spotted? How was he not spotted? That's not possible.
Are you serious, Cactus? He walks in, that's why that first initial kill. They're all confused. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to run? There's absolutely nothing that you can do to bring this one back. Dominic with the classic right click. It's going to be able to hit down bullet as well from the side. Cactus, he's tapping away. He knows exactly where he's going to be at. Gives a kiss on the cheek towards Buster, but Buster's going to be the one to reject it. He's looking for a walk on the board. He spots out Dominic, but he doesn't find that kill. Dominic's just way better than him in this scenario. He does get a 3K. Now Pasha,
Spike planted.
it's his turn to shine. But in this 1 versus 4, absolutely no utility other than 1 star universe. I think we gotta ride him home for this one.
Yep. Oh, Pasha. Poor Pasha. What can you do, my friend? Could have lined up to him. Not gonna happen. But what I am really concerned about is that Recon did not detect Hoax, but it somehow turned out to be his demise anyway. It was just timing. Hoax, as soon as he thought he's not going to be detected by it, he ran back towards A, and Cactus found the perfect timing to just find him, slowly crawls past that smoke. And that's going to be FS winning number 5.
Turret out.
Hoax, I don't know who got Valoranted but right now. I think probably Hoax, but that Recon was a boogie one.
It reminds me of the fact that I gave Batman the title of the Boogeyman. There's a reason why I call him that as well. He always finds himself in the most unexpected scenarios of every single time. And he's the one you look to just bring in that different level of gameplay. But Buster, honestly speaking, that's just unlucky. Come on. That is actually very unlucky.
Hold on. He tried to run and gun with a frenzy through a smoke, not having any vision whatsoever.
Don't tell me you never did that, but...
Oh? Okay,
yeah, if Hoax is able to find a kill out of this, oh, that's not gonna happen. Okay. The true smoke kills, 2 of them, sure. A very confusing round. But hey.
Yeah, confusing 2 rounds actually. The first round, second round, both have been confusing in this first half. Sorry, second half, forgive me. But it's FS who are coming on top of that confusion, so...
They live and breathe in the chaos.
Chaos indeed.
But hey, universe.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I am excited for?
Chaos?
No, you can already see it. Chaos is yes.
What?
You can spot it, man.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
Yeah, I know. Wait, I don't know. What is it?
You are not Dora the Explorer. You are not Dora the Explorer. We are not doing this. I already have enough PTSD of that one Mexican chick just completely ruining a childhood.
Well, for now, JN could ruin the plans, or he could get ruined himself. But he gets away somehow, jumping about, down to 31 HP, and somehow survives a barrage of bullets being fired at him, as FS still have the control of the entire side of the map and health as well. And the side of Valor are going to be a little bit skeptical about how they approach this, because they know FS are playing together. They're not giving up any sort of control as a single man moving left and right. And now, which looked like a B hit, is actually going to be discussed about. And now they move in. Hoax, he wants to hold down the line with his utility. Cactus makes his way in. Could be stunned. Gets away as JN spams it down towards B. And with that fake, they could just find the A side. JN needs to be careful. He's got support. And Bullet could be a little bit of in trouble over here, as Cactus is causing damage. And that's all F. Okay. Oh, wait, what?
10 seconds left.
Bullet just swung. He wanted to try and get a kill, but he got the kill, but he also did die out of the process. So there's not much that he can do here. But for the defenders, it's not looking like a good tail whatsoever. this bonus round pretty much started off on the right foot. They had a good proper execution plan. Cactus being able to get that first initial kill as well. On towards the mid sidelines, being able to take down Badman. Sorry, not Badman, I'm saying the Killjoy. It was more than enough. Buster, he took a back seat and it just made the round fall apart. Cactus is good for one. He's gonna be good for a second. Just crisp, clean locks from Cactus and proper mechanics. Like, who else is gonna be able to do something like that? It has to be Cactus.
Oh boy. All right then. We've got another exciting match on our hands. An exciting half on our hands. As there is a comeback happening here. One round separating these two. At a point it was 6. And now Valor need to consider their options. They are on an eco, and it almost looks like a resonating 8th round for FS. And scores are going to be level. As there is a small pause coming in. Coach Raymond has disconnected. And Valor are considering their strategies. What can you do at this point? There's nothing you can really do to stop number 8 happening for FS unless there's a magical 2K or 3K that comes in by somebody's sheriff. That's pretty much unlikely at this point. Unless all of them decide to push in together somewhere. Could be mid. That is a good choice. Constantly FS have been concentrating towards mid, and if everybody from Valor decides to push in from B and Garage, they could maybe drop down a couple of weapons, at least 2 if not more.
They're just gonna wait it down through. Because I do believe that Team Valor, they've fallen into that trap of defense that we always talk about. Whenever you have a breach, you kind of get lost on what you really want to do on the defensive side. With breach on attack, you know what you really want to try and do. You go in for an execution, you throw out a couple of flashes, you have the aftershock, you know how to use that utility proper. But then you come on the defense, and you rely completely on your teammates to give you a little bit of information so that you can properly use a utility. You can't just guess which sightline the enemies are coming from. You need to have a surefire plan and a surefire amount of information that you can play off of before you use that util. Otherwise, if Breach is there without his utility, then he's just another body on the map. And you want to get as much value out of that utility as possible. So for now, I'm really hoping that Team Valor will start to take a little bit more in initiative and start pushing angles. They have the utility to do it. Why not invest in it and just take a fight, take a sightline, and then when they have that map control, funnel all of the members of FS into their waiting arms or push them away over to another side where danger men like JN or even Buster are moving.
Yeah. They could try to do it, but, you know, it's all about them thinking in the moment, what they've got in store for this round, what they have planned for the next buy round, Valor. Let's find out. Hoax going in a little bit of aggressive C pushes here. JN gets completely denied. They expected this. Did you see that?
Yep.
They expected this, and Dominic and Batman are going to be taking care of this push.
Read like an open book.
Indeed.
Honestly speaking, that's not much that he could do there. But that's the thing. You needed guns for this fight. Like, yeah, I understand you want to go in for that aggressive push. You want to take a little bit of extra control. They heard me. This is the plan that you normally would always go for. But to do it on a eco round, that's not the smartest of plans. On ecos, you just gain a little bit of info. But I understand they just wanted to get this eco round over with and maybe get a couple of kills out of it. Like, it was not a bad plan. You can't say it was a bad plan. It works.
Oh, Cactus.
Planted.
Looking at
Gyroscoping with his weapon. Gets
Gyroscoping. God damn it, dude. That's a perfect reference. Okay, Dominic. Absolute rat of an angle.
I mean, he's because he's going left and right and left and right. It's kind of I mean, even if he does spot somebody at that point, it's gonna be hard for him to stabilize his aim and get that kill. So
yeah, that's just not gonna happen. Not with a Vandal, at least.
Indeed, and now Valor are taking a timeout. This is interesting. Right before a buy round starts in, Valor want to get their business about. They've been losing a lot of ground here. Pretty much lost everything that they had in terms of advantage, and now it's 8-8. Scores are level. This is where the real game begins. Who takes the advantage here? Who finds themselves going to double digits first? They're the ones probably going to be taking up this map. But this round is probably going to be the most important for the side of Valor, because they lose this, they're going to give away another round. Because they've got no money, nope, zip, nada in the bank. Whereas FS and everybody on FS has enough money to play for at least another 2 rounds and drop others as well.
Yep. They pretty much have nothing to worry about, but I would like to see FS actually tell B2 to just sell his gun and give him a buy instead. You don't want to overflow when it comes in terms of the eco, but I do believe that B2 in the last round was still pretty much alive, if I recall correctly. So, not really much being lost or gained here just yet, but it's an 8-8. First initial operator from the side of JN as well. And we know how deadly JN is on the operator, but to get value, he needs to go above and beyond to find these kills. Because Valor, they're not going to be given anything away to.
Yeah, they're going to be careful this round. They've got a game plan set in. It looks like it's probably going to be a little aggressive towards B. As you can see, JN is sitting on top of these boxes to probably bait out for Hoax. But I don't really want to see Hoax in that position because his utility is more important than him taking in the fight. He needs to be on the backline supporting the team, not holding down angles like that. If in case they need him on A, not going to be as useful for him to get away from that corner unless somebody shot!
I've got your trail.
Shots being fired by both teams, but it's going to be JN to win it out. Cactus goes down and the jet diff comes in. Valor are making good use of their timeout. And that recon is absolutely useless.
I gotta learn that lineup later. Maybe it's gonna help me later in my ranked games, but for now at
30
least,
seconds left.
living in the moment. It's gonna be Badman's turn to put up the Astral Divide, and with this Astral Divide, maybe he can go in from the execution, but the thing is, they have not really focused out this operator. The gun has been spotted out. JN, where are you gonna run, boy? Where are you gonna hide? You're playing a dangerous game, but he's still gonna be going in for a fight. JN's gonna be going for a third. JN's looking for a fourth, but that's just not gonna happen just yet. Me too. He swings out, but JN's just way better. This is why we always hype up his operator. As soon as he picks it up, you know for a fact he's gonna deal massive amounts of damage. 8 and 9 on the scorecards. And finally, Team Valor, they take the first round for themselves for the second half.
Yeah, they had to wait for a timeout to get that round and let the side of FS come close to them, cover up the gaps, and now establish a gap right back. 9-8. Valor are taking on the lead here. Initiative has been taken, but FS are not out of this. They've got to buy for this, for the next, and probably the one after that as well. And the only thing they need to do now is win one round. They're going to be right back on track. Moving in towards mid. Garage seeming to be a point of attraction as Hoax crawls into that corner. Yet again, the same setup. But this time, FS are not doing the same thing. Hoax, no way. He's causing chaos. Buster takes that one. Hoax's positioning is perfect. Buster with another. But Coley and Batman hit back. Coley not been having the best of games. And here's the ultimate that Hoax has actually not used all match. But this time, on the perfect timing, allows him to get around for his team. 10 comes up for Valor.
This is Team Valor taking control once again. As soon as they have that opportunity, they pop those ults, they pop every single ability, and they bring it back down over onto their side. 8 and 10, a pretty incredible scoreline to get right off the get-go, because now that they have those double digits, not only did they get there, they also broke the economy of FS to a point where they can only get 2 more buys after this round. So, for now at least, it's all about the consistency. You need to be in that position where you get these 2 rounds, because Universe, imagine this. If they do find both of these rounds, there will be nothing stopping them from winning out this game. Because it's going to go to an 8 and 12, and FS, they're going to have no economy for a buy.
FS moving in towards Garage. Holy giving out some shock darts to make himself a little bit of a damage gear, but nobody to receive it as Buster actually crawls in close. Oh, this could be an issue. Buster inside the smoke.
Oh, timing! Oh,
the
Buster!
timing!
He just whips his arm around and he's like, "Yo, hello there.
Recovering it.
It's Johnny." Oh, he's
That's
actually gonna be able to get another one.
Wow, Buster is just busting heads at the moment. Top of his leaderboard of his team, 16 kills. Hoax with another. Hoax supports the third for Buster.
30 seconds left.
How
As
does that
B2
work?
I don't know. Wait, what? Okay.
Turn with a headshot.
B2 just turns around, looks at his turret, kill a player, and he's like, okay, that's cool.
Good turret. Good boy. The turret has better aim than you, Universe.
I mean,
10 seconds left.
there are times. There are times when aggressive says some BS, and this is one of those times. So
Facing down.
Oh god. Alrighty. It's been 8-11 and nearly Buster's was able to find another kill for himself, but B2 survives with the skin of his teeth. But FS, they know for a fact that they're royally screwed here if they don't take this pause.
yeah,
It's 8-11. And if they lose here, if you press tab, you'll notice what I'm talking about. They will have nada for the last round. And they don't want to be in this position at all.
well, what can you do? You buy in, you lose, you're dead. You don't buy in, you fight for overtime. What's the better option here? Because winning this round is probably not in their cards, given that their economy is in absolute shambles. There is going to be a buy on 4 people. That's going to be for sure. But you lose this, you're done. And B2 is the only man who has economy saved on the back of his saved weapon.
He needs to buy his teammate. He can't even save this. Holy's not going to have a gun if he doesn't ask for a buy from B2.
Oh, let's see what they've decided at the end of this timeout. It's going to be a little bit of a crazy strat that has to come in for them to win this one. And they are forcing in here, aggressive. That is going to be an issue. They lose this, they can say bye-bye to map number 1.
The stakes are high. It's not looking that good for them at all here. They need to try and figure out a way they can circumvent this operator from JN.
Here.
He's been following them out of mid constantly over and over again, and the fact that they're able to get away with it as well is what's the hardest part. Hulk's doing such a good job at Hulk!
That is
He's gonna
so
kill off
good.
Dominic! Good
That
buy,
is so
buy.
good.
That is so smart! Hulks! Sign my mouse pad. You gotta do it right now, buddy.
That was beautiful, Hoax. The presence of mind to know that he's probably going to be right there. And now Badman, look at it. He's alone. He's just sitting in here in garage. And the side of Valor have no problemo in letting him have it. How much further can he go? Nowhere. He goes right, he's going to have 2 players. He goes left, he's going to have a turret waiting for him. And that's exactly why the rest of his team is moving in towards A, and Buster's taken care of Batman as well. Here's the ultimate. He wants these kills here. Buster Sahil, he's gonna be trying to hold down the ground at the back of the side here. He has been detected, and he will go down. But JN is here.
Leg shot.
2 versus 4.
30
Killjoy
seconds
ultimate
left.
available, and there it goes.
Pretty bad spot, but FS, they still do have the Hunter Speed to work around
Oh,
with.
no.
And B2 swings out, catches out JN, was rolling around from the corner. That's gonna be tough, but still, Hogs! He gets away with it as well. He finds another one. It's an 8 and 12 guaranteed. Poor old B2, 30 HP and a dream. Not much that you can do here, buddy.
It's
You're
done.
gonna die out. And now, it's all over. I can hear the fat lady singing. Pretty long
Match
distance.
point.
And she's getting closer and closer. And wait, FS, they still have enough for a buy. And there's a loss streak bonus kicking in for them.
Oh, yeah, actually. They do have a buy, but barely. B2 is going to be the only one to be able to buy in everything that he wants, and he's actually going to drop in the operator, and that's going to give them a full buy.
Okay.
But 2 players who are
It's a big
having...
investment.
Yeah, it is a big investment. They have to invest in here, aggressive. 2
Yeah.
players who are inspectors are the only ones on full armor. The remaining 3 on half. Do or die situation. Cactus needed to win that. but he's not going to be able to. JN has been constantly throwing in that jet diff. I was going to say Jeff Bezos for a second, but
Jeff did.
but hey, here it is. JN, he's not going to be contesting towards mid window, but he could be taken out here. No, he will not be.
How are you getting away with it?
JN, finally he's put to sleep. But it's still a difficult situation. Batman, the only one who has an ultimate available. A flash for Dominic that could be used for, you know, information. And he's got a heal that he's already using up a little bit, slowly.
You are divided.
50 seconds to go. What do you got in store for us? Divided completely across B and C and A as well. That's a good divide to throw their opponents off guard. Where are they moving in? Garage. Interesting approach. Only one man here. Pasha spots him out, calls it. You can see the rotations. They're running straight to help him out here as Batman goes for the plan and possibly for the last time in this map of Haven.
I think it's already done. How did they bring this back? I have no clue. The attackers are royally screwed, but Coley, he's good, but he's not good enough because Buster is just way better. Swings out, takes a fight, takes all of their guns, sends them all back home. It's 8 and 12 down over to an 8 and 13. That's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you bring it on back. And that is how Team Valor, they take the map of Haven for themselves. Beautifully done. The gameplay was good. The strategy was perfect. And honestly speaking, Universe, I think they played Valorant pretty much textbook.
Yeah, I have to say so. I mean, they gave away, you know, it is actually pretty much textbook because you start off with a great lead, you give away a little bit of it, and then you'll give it away completely, and you try to make your opponents think, oh, we've got this in the bag, and then you immediately hit back. One timeout was all they needed, Valor, and they made it completely work. Did not give away a single round. And what a game it's been from them. Valor to win this one out 13-8. After the 4 rounds that were put up by the side of FS, not a single one was given again. And that was the end of this game. Valor have come victorious on their map pick. And moving into Icebox, I'm concerned about FS, to be honest, because this momentum is going to help them. Even though Valor don't really play Icebox, you know, as their main map, or it's not, you know, it is there in their map pool, but it's not their go-to map in the beginning. They can still push it through and win this one. And FS, they're not looking their best selves right now.
They need to improve and they need to be on a different mental state in general. But we're going to be talking more about that as we do head on down over towards the match highlights to break it all down piece by piece of what really did go wrong for the side of FS. Because personally, it felt like they were really uncomfortable on the map of Haven. As a team, I still do believe they're trying to figure each other out, how to play their different sidelines, how to play it properly. They had the direction, they had a game plan, but when it came down to the execution, they just completely fell apart. Like, look at this. They had an idea of what they really wanted to do. They're taking swings, but the communication is just not there. Yeah, that's why they're falling apart.
Yeah,
it's all about the comms.
You know, there were a lot of times where they were taking these duels one-on-one, and I don't know why that was happening. Like, you know, instances like these where he shouldn't be peeking there, Bullet. I mean, so forgive me. That's kind of a mistake from Bullet, him peeking alone, but it was more of an FS thing that they were trying to make things work individually more than a team. There were a couple of moments of brilliance where they were playing as a team and it was really great working for them. But most of the times, I could see many 1v1 duels, 1v2 duels come in that they were just given away almost for free.
Yeah.
But when Hoax is tapping heads like this, I mean...
Yeah, there's nothing that you can do. Like, these are the type of situations that no level of strategy can save you from.
Indeed. And now with this win, they're going to feel a lot more powerful going into this second map of Icebox. And I'm not quite sure whether or not we're going to be seeing split. But the way Hoax has been playing, this man is on a mission to win his team this first match in Season 4.
Wants to win it on 2-0 scoreline as well. Just looking at the way that they took the level of control. Initially, we thought that Team Valor, they're going to have the hardest of times because they lost out on 4 consecutive rounds.
Mm-hmm.
but they were able to bring it on back right at the very end because of the way that they were playing. Team Valor, they understood that, okay, we are playing it way too slow. We are giving way too much room for FS to take control, and because they have a double initiator composition with the Sky, they have that flash that will completely allow them to take much more aggressive control in comparison to our breach. They're getting information, and they're also getting a free point of entry. So how do we counteract that? We use our own utility to get the fight towards them, make them feel uncomfortable, and then we can slowly chip away at them like perfectly. But I have to say that FS, when it came down to their raw mechanical skill as individuals, they're still there. But with Badman, I thought there would be a little bit more direction in the squad, but I don't think he has slotted into the role of being an IGL just yet properly. He's still trying to figure out what his team really needs and how he really needs to control the squad. So once he does, I do believe that this squad's going to be way better. But for the first initial map, I haven't really seen the thing that I expected from him.
Yeah, that is true. We are going to have to wait and watch on Icebox whether or not this unravels onto a third map of Split. Because FS, them performing like this, they've looked a little unstable. Only at times that they've shown their true grit and, skill. But so far, not going to be convincing anybody. Valor look like they might just take this 2-0. And as we'll look at the scoreboard as soon as this highlight reel has ended, we're going to see Hoax make such a huge impact. He probably is not on top, but it was him dictating the entire game here. 18 kills for him, 21 for Buster. It was just a great show by these two, the Initiator and Sentinel combo. JN did have his moments of operator as well. Pasha Sahil, not a great game for him, but he did more than enough with his utility to allow his teammates. Yeah, he did. He got a clutch as well. So impact frags all around the board. Whereas on the other side of things, Cactus, as much as he could do, and as many kills as you can see that is actually more, distributed across the board of FS. Coley had probably a really bad game. You can see it's just 6 kills for him, but it doesn't matter how many kills you get. It's about how impactful those kills are. And that's exactly why Valor are heading in with a 1-0 advantage onto Icebox.
Team Valor, they just had a solid plan and they executed on the map of Haven beautifully with that. And if they're able to carry this momentum forward over onto Icebox, I personally do believe that Team Valor and their Icebox, before it was pretty much untouchable. We know for a fact that as soon as we see Icebox, it is the map where Team Valor are just going to be able to take it no matter what happens. But is it going to happen this time? That's the real question. We're going to be heading on down over into a short break, ladies and gentlemen. Don't get anywhere. We'll be right back with the LG Ultragear presents the Tec Gauntlet Season 4 powered by Crucial and apparel partners at 656. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the TEC Gauntlet Season 4, powered by Crucial and Apparel Partner 656. We've had a first map go by, which has been kind of a, competitive fight for sure, but in the end, it was Valor to come out on top and win their own map, 13-8. Now that we're going into Icebox, I'm not quite sure whether we are going to be seeing a third map because FS are looking a little unstable at the moment. They're not themselves. Batman's addition has not really, taken off in the first matchup itself. They might need some time, but let's find out whether or not this, team is going to be able to make a comeback here. Grayson, what do you think?
Personally, in my eyes, I do believe that Icebox is a map where they will have a bit more control over in general. Because Batman as a player, he did play the Astra, but did we really see the Astra pay off for his team? Not exactly. The way he used the Astra was beautiful for himself. When he was holding down on C, there were different occasions where he just got multi-kills all over across the board. But when it came down to setting up his team with his own utility, I didn't really see that happen that often. And I think that you can agree with me there that he's not able to fit into the role of the Astra just yet. But then again, he's pretty much in the same position as Pasha. Pasha, when he played Astra for the first time, he had the hardest of times. And now, look at the boy. He's one of the best Astra players in the country.
Yeah, that is true. And now FS need to try and get themselves into line with what they know to be their home map. We have got Icebox coming in now hot, ladies and gentlemen. And we are going to be heading into the agent selection screen in just about a second. Or cold, actually. Yeah, that's right. If it comes in cold, nobody want to probably go towards it. But hey, the agent selections are coming up, and we are going to be seeing what exactly these teams have got in store for us in terms of agents. I think we know the lineup on both sides. Unless there's going to be a difference. Okay, go on. Please pick that Euro. Please pick that Euro. Go on, JN.
I wish I could message JN right now, but sadly I can't. Or even pick up a Chamber. Come on.
Oh,
Chamber's pretty good on this map. Chamber's pretty good on this map.
Yeah, Chamber is pretty good, but whether or not he's going to be taken is a question. Bullet has locked into Sova, so that probably clears out the line here for JN. Yep, Jet, it is. There is going to be a Sage. There is going to be a Killjoy for the side of FS as Batman has come into his own and put up the Killjoy on his agent selection. Dominic with the Viper, and I know him to be a great player on this map with that Viper, as Buster is actually going for the Reyna. Okay, no Killjoy. That is going to be an interesting pickup. A double duelist here on Icebox. Whether or not it's going to work out, we will find out. But that Killjoy could be a troublesome agent to deal with.
Yep.
Just because of the fact that a lot more utility than compared to what Reyna can give. Reyna might have a lot more explosivity, but nothing like a Killjoy turret.
Everyone's feeling a little bit cold out there. But the aim is still present. They're still going to be happy. They're still going to be able to run it down through. And FS, they're playing a little bit of a dangerous game of their own, I would say, but it's pretty much a done and dusted composition for them. We already know what they're going to be playing, but a double duelist comp. It's a massive coin toss though on this map. But I understand why they're going in for it as well, because they want to have a lot more aggression. They want to play a lot more aggressively, especially against the double duelist composition when they know for a fact that the defender, now that they're on the side of defense, they can actually get away with it. If they can get a solid start on the defensive half, which is the weaker side, mind you, because of the Sentinel composition that FS are running, if they're able to find a strong lead, let's say a 9-3 scoreline or even a 10-2, then as soon as the round swap happens, even if they lose out on 6 rounds consecutively, they're still gonna be in the running to take a win. So it's a smart plan. I don't mind it, but it's still a dangerous one regardless.
It is going to be a dangerous one, that's for sure. Valor, what have you got in store for us in this map? We're going to find out. Double deal list, Buster. Miss seeing him on the deal list. Especially the Rays that he plays, but he's pretty good on Reyna too.
Feast and famine for a reason.
Yep.
I'm just gonna wait it through and see.
Look at this though, they're all stacked up towards B. JN pushing up here is gonna give them a lot of information. And everybody from Valor is actually getting aggressive except for B. They knew this is gonna be a B hit. And that's exactly how they're playing it. Oh my god, the informational play here. The entire map has been cleaned up. This backstab is gonna be held by that alarm bot, but
Okay.
with this, oh, he's burning down. Almost taken down. He can heal himself right there. But B2, to be careful. 5 versus 5. Retake comes in. What have we
Look in the
got?
back. Look in the back. Here he comes. Here comes one more player, but Cactus is not gonna be able to find that shot, but GN. He's such a big player now. He's able to find 1 kill, just 1, that's all that he needs. Push up, GN! You're running out of time! You're wasting so much! It's gonna chain with his first, chain with his second, chain with the third! Come on, GN, you already know what's up! But he runs out of bullets, no! Still Buster's gonna be able to close it down. Calm down. Folks is gonna holding down the defuse. And it is gonna be the first initial round going in the favor of the side of Team Valor. A couple of heart attacks here and there, but hey, it's the game of Valorant. It's me casting on the Esports Club. Sadly, my medical bills are not going to get paid for any of it.
Well, either way, we've got Valor still on top of things. JN might have come in a little late with that, but he still found 2 kills, which allowed his team to win that pistol. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it does not matter, these first 2 rounds, but there is a force buy here. Interestingly, FS want to go aggressive on this one.
Take a little bit more control moving forward, though. FS. They have the sidelines for themselves. Cactus, though. Maybe get caught out a little bit by JN because of the Marshall. The Marshall being able to pay dividends if he jumps down, but Dominic from the sidelines, he's gonna be good for that first initial kill. That's smart from him. But you gotta remember, this is a forced buy round coming on down too from FS. They're pretty much taking all the guns and they're trying to get a lot of value out of it from the sides, but JN, how is he gonna peek this? If he finds this kill, that's gonna be good for him, and he's gonna be able to take on Batman. The poor old guy's not even gonna be ready for it. And 1 by 1, the defenders just clean up house. It is a 2 versus 2 though from the side. B2, he made a lot of noise, and they know exactly where he's gonna be at. 2-0. It's gonna be on the side of Team Valor. It's taking round after round for themselves, and with this force buy, it's pretty much a forced eco on for FS. 3 rounds already gone on the map of Icebox. And just as I stated, a smart game plan to pick up a double duelist composition knowing that a double sentinel is coming on down through on the attacking side.
Indeed. Whether or not they're going to be able to make this work is of question after the buy round comes in for FS, but wait, they're buying it again!
What?
Take flight.
FS, I really hope you know what you're doing, because no matter what you have in store, even for this buy round, you've got a couple of hard hitters on the other side. And this is a little reckless from them, but they've got 5 Spectres, so a little bit of run and gun wouldn't hurt.
It would hurt me.
Probably hurt
Make me have
whoever eats it, but look at this. Pasha Sahil has got B side all covered for himself. Spots out 1, but he gets taken down. That's the B side completely ripped open, by the way. He could choose to go. Buster! A little too aggressive for his own good. Will dissipate away. And his teammates, well, as much as they can support him, they have, but he's down to 12 HP. And they're not giving up this A side. They do not want to go towards B. Finally, the rotation seems like it's gonna be coming in. Hoax is gonna not be able to stop it. Batman's turret works. Buster heals himself up with a kill. 3 versus 3. There's a revive available on the attackers. So that's one good thing, but nobody in revivable positions.
Yeah, both of the bodies are
30
on towards
seconds
A,
left.
but look at Batman. If he gets this kill, this is gonna be massive for him.
Spike planted.
It already does depend on them being able to hold down the sidelines, but this turret is pretty much holding nothing at this stage. But because of the turret placement, they could get an idea of where they're really wanting to play. But look at Batman. He's walking back from tube. He's gonna go on towards mid. That's a preview on towards the face of Buster. One more kill for the lurker. And Batman's looking for his fourth. Cooley's gonna be able to find that trade. And he knows where the last one is gonna be at. Jane's gonna be good for 1. But do they know where Batman is? I'm pretty sure Buster already gave the call that he's holding down from the other sideline. Just 1 kill. He's gonna be able to get it at JN. Just hold it, man. Just hold it. You're not gonna die. Don't worry about it.
Oh, that's gonna be a little bit too close. He has
More
time.
than enough. More than enough.
Oh,
More than enough.
Easy.
Question mark. Yes, question mark.
a little bit up and down, but it's all right. 0.38 seconds. Well done.
Hey, at least it's not 0.
Yeah. It's not 0. Could have been closer, but it will be the end of what we know to be another force round. No way they're forcing in again. Are they? No, they've bought in a couple of weapons. What? FS, what are you doing?
No, they have more. They're actually going in for an eco here. They have enough money.
But Buster's not going to allow them to get even a single kill. JN, knives out.
Use
Wants
all
to
of his
be-
utility.
Oh, but he gets taken down. B2 finds the head glitch. And that's going to be Hoax trying to move in towards mid. And he will take down Cactus. Another kill. Free of cost. But the A side has been taken over. And the plan will go down. And that's going to give them a little extra crash. So even if they lose this round, not a problem at all. Batman eats a little bit of that shock dart. Not too much though. But he is down low. FS waiting for their opponents to come in over here. Buster with the ultimate, the Empress mode, gets taken down after taking one himself. And Coley's gonna be the last man standing. 3 players showering bullets into his body. And that's gonna be the end of that round.
Thank you.
Everybody's just farming ultimate orbs here. Tasha Sahil almost with his Viper Spit online, just needs another kill or an ultimate orb. And besides that, they've already have the revive available on Sage and the ultimate of Sova for the Hunter's Fury to take down the Killjoy ultimate as well. Valor are in a really good position right now, repeating the success of the first half of Haven.
If history repeats itself and they go over to a 4-6, a 6-0 scoreline, we could be in for reverse retaliation from FS. But the thing is, FS, they're making a little bit of a questionable decision for going into 3 force buys. I don't know how I feel about this. And then Cactus, he takes a fight alone and gets double peaked.
Batman inching in closer towards B, finding himself some space, and that's given, by the way, from the side of Valor. Bullet spots out the Sova on the opponent, running past him as Cactus gets revived. That's gonna come down to a 5v5 yet again, but not to forget, Valor have their own revive ready.
You should run.
Pasha gonna throw down that Viper poison to try and deny them to come and take the plant, but the Killjoy ultimate is actually not being destroyed here, Grayson. They're letting this play out.
It's not really a bad plan. They want to delay the plant as long as they possibly can here. So if they just go in for a hold, it can work. But Batman?
What the hell?
Oh no, Batman!
Oh, what?
This is what I was talking about.
Bullet.
This is exactly what I was talking about. Bullet will be able to get freebies for himself out of absolutely nowhere. This is easy. This is simple. Through that smoke, Dominic gets pumped as well. They
That
just
is-
spam the smoke and they allow Bullet to use his Hunter's Fury. do I need to tell you why it was such a good plan?
B2, as much as you can do, my friend.
Just tell the audience why that was such a good idea. Universe, I'm pretty sure you already know.
Oh, I actually don't.
Yeah, but I'll just explain it down for you.
I mean, I get it that he wanted to get the planner. I get that. That's kind of right there
No.
staring me in the face, but...
There's a 5-head move to this. Now, you save up the factor that... Okay, you know for a fact that Dominic has the Viper Spin, correct? He places the Viper Spin, and normally what's going to happen, if you don't have that Sova ultimate, it's really hard to try and force out the Viper because he or she is just going to jiggle around everywhere. And if the team is playing inside of the Viper Spin, you know for a fact that they're playing pretty much out in the open. Your teammates go in for full-on spam all across the board. You spray down with multiple different bullets, and you tag them down and make them really slow. Then it is going to be Bullet's turn to pop the Hunter's Fury, get the tagged players who are pretty much done and dusted because they can no longer run away from the Hunter's Fury anymore. Not only does he get the planter, but he also gets another kill because the players are trying to protect the planter from anyone who pushes inside of the Viper Spin. But they don't need to push. The Hunter's Fury is there to already get those kills. 5-head moves and good usage of utility in proper conjunction with one another gave them that round, but this round is just not going to be theirs because FS, they're going to be mad and they're going to be angry and they're just running down the house one by one. Hulk's going to go for one bullet from the sidelines, tries to go in for another. He nearly gets away with it as well, but now it's Hulk's turn. Last player remaining in a 1v3. He has a resurrection, but no bodies to work with whatsoever.
Well, he is going to go past Dominic, which he has no idea about. There's a player right on top of his wall, and that is B2. A little bit of a problem. Oh!
No one escapes.
Hey.
No one.
Sheesh.
Give me a replay of that one.
What a shot by Coley. Looks like he's feeling better now in this map of Icebox.
There's a reason why his name is like that. Now that we see the replay. Whew. That man just doesn't know when to quit. As soon as he has that opportunity, he's always going to be showcasing to us exactly why he's this strong and this potent, and just flick up, popped him in the head immediately. Beautiful shot. But on this 5-1, now that FS have finally brought back the momentum for their side, this could be the opportunity that they need to bring this one back. But FS, they need to do a lot more because this A side hold that Team Valor have, it's quite strong.
Cactus needs to find another here. Or it's going to be difficult for them to fight this back. Buster spraying down through that smoke. A couple of bullets being fired for. Maybe a free kill through the smoke. Not going to happen though. Heals coming in. 4 versus 5. Viper Spit available as well. Let's see what you got, Valor.
They do have a lot to work with, but Cactus, he just has more. Spots on the head of Bullet, sends him back home immediately. Back in. Buster! He's not gonna be clearing out the corner. He's gonna be paying for it with his own life. One by one, they're just gonna die on down through. It is gonna be Viper Spit from the side of the defense, but still the defenders, they don't know exactly where Batman's gonna be holding. Batman's from the side. Holmes is gonna be good for one. He's looking for a couple of more. The resurrection's not gonna be able to pay dividends here, but Holmes with his aim is gonna be able to get 2 more. But there's not enough time. And B2,
No time.
he just needs to play it slow. He just needs to play it easy. He can have one more kill for himself, but he's gonna die out to the spike here. But FS, they take one more round, and that's what they really need. But JN, him surviving with the operator, that could just be a problem.
Around that B2-1 just thanks to one peek.
Right here.
He just had a peek, stopped the defuse. And we have a timeout. Valor are considering their lead to not be diminished anymore. That's exactly why we've got this timeout here from them. Good timing too. I think that it's better for them to try and assess the situation before it gets worse.
Yeah, taking it early is a lot more important than taking it a lot later. If you equalize the scoreline, if you lose that lead and then take a pause, does it even matter? You're just playing for a reset anyways.
Valor, they don't really have money this round to try and make things work. Except for JN's operator. They could choose to force around it, but I don't think that's a good decision. There is a judge in the hands of Pasha Sahil. So that's interesting. Got a sheriff and a ghost. And JN has bought an armor for himself as well. Whereas FS, oh, they've got everything they need. A guardian on Badman, which is going to be okay, considering that he has been on a roll himself. Oh, Cactus! How did JN not hit that? He should have hit that the first time itself.
Oh, that's a hard shot to hit.
Okay.
Spike down.
Too many players. Get away from your Buster. Oh. Bam's coming across. Bullets being missed. Some being hit. And Pasha Sayo, it's all yours now, mate. You got to get this one. The first kill is all you need.
He has a judge. Pretty sure he can do it as well here. He has nothing to worry about. Just spawn out one player, take him in the head, take him out.
Oh!
He needed to be closer to that angle. But he ran back instead. Also, okay. Pretty sure JN. Oh! Beautiful shot. He's gonna be able to redeem himself there, but for now, Kohli, we're stuck between a rock and a hard place as well here. But look at Holmes! That open was so insane!
He's got a wall. He can wall it off and go for the defuse, but he's got a person coming from his right, and that's the only one left. And it's gonna be Batman to win it all out. 200 IQ positioning from him.
Man.
And that's gonna be another round for FS.
He's known as a Pokemon for a reason.
Well, yeah, that's true. He waited and played it out slow. And he perfectly won that round out for his team. Another round for FS. That timeout goes to no use, but they can still have a talk about what exactly they want to do here. A small little tech boss ass coming from the side of FS, and it looks like Valor want to push in towards A. Look at Bullet and Buster. They're looking raring to go here.
Taking it slow, but that last round, you do need to remember your universe was an eco. So the fact that they got this close on an eco basically means they're going to be able to invest a lot more on towards this round. It is a little bit sad though that the wall came up and the resurrection was used, so the defenders lost a very powerful ultimate right off the get-go. But I do believe Buster with the Empress could be a little bit of a game changer, but it really does depend. I believe that, just as you stated, there will be a very fast aggressive rush heading on down over to A main, but is it a good idea?
I'm not quite sure. Let's find out, because the timeout is going to be done and dusted. We are going straight into the game here. Let's see whether or not... Oh, it's going to be a triple push. Okay. Interesting approach here, Valor. They're going to be spotted out, that's for sure. Buster.
Oh, he knows to go around.
Oh, 3 players spotted. He cannot get out of this corner. He enabled his ultimate. And the Empress is active. And the Empress is firing. JN to support him. And this is a great move by Valor. Aggressive pushing. Finds themselves a little bit of dominant plays. And they're going to be able to shut down FS.
will not kill my...
Nice spray. He's going to be able to find out one more. And one by one, Buster is just doing Buster things. JN on the top side. A little bit of a prawn moment from him. JN's going to be the one to survive. And
both the duelists.
The duelists were able to shine.
3 kills for both of them, by the way.
Yep.
Both of them got a 3k, and that's the duelist shining to the best of their abilities. The ultimate, I think that Buster made the right choice on enabling his ultimate, because getting away from there, he needed to take that fight. There's no way he's going to get away from there. And with the increased fire rate, Sir found himself a little bit of an easy way to kill his opponents. 6-3. translating into success. And going a little more ahead is Hoax with another. Buster's enabling his team to be as dominantly aggressive as possible thanks to his positioning. And there's nothing that Valor are right now scared of. And top of that, JN found the spike.
They're just gonna hold it. Or are they really afraid of Cactus? He's trying to go in for a little bit of a gymnastics class from the side, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
There's nothing they can do without the spike, though.
Yeah,
There's no point.
just, yeah, they're just gonna chill.
Oh.
Oh,
Imagine being Coley and seeing 3 players on the other side.
Okay,
Cactus?
maybe.
Oh.
I think we spoke a little bit too soon.
Maybe. Buster needs to find this kill. Coley is down low, and he's just gonna hold this ground for as long as possible.
Push, Coley, push.
He's running away. He's afraid, and he's dead. B2 with the bulldog. Spots ahead. Wants to go for the burst. Not gonna get it, but Cactus will. He's clutch here for this man. Dashes
30
away.
seconds left.
Needs to be a little bit more careful about the way he plays. They know he's downstairs.
They know it's the bottom.
Yeah, they definitely. Oh, the 1v1 almost came in for him, but Buster's just been on a roll so far, and there's no way he's losing that deal. 7-3, and maybe another 8-4 could be coming in here. Aggressive. What do you expect? How do you think this is gonna end out?
Firstly, we want to talk about Hoax. Look at the scorecard universe. He's a Sage, and he's 14-4 with 9 assists. 14-4.
Yep.
How does a Sage die this little?
I mean,
It's
that's
not
because they try to
possible.
keep the Sage safe, right? Because Sage needs to heal, the Sage needs to wall, and the Sage needs to revive. So.
Oh,
Oh
no, Jay,
my
that
God.
is disgusting. That is disgusting. You just do not do that to a person and say that
Hello?
it's okay.
Emotional damage. That was straight in the face. And Cactus has been made to sit down. Buster, great positioning yet again. He's gonna find an easy kill. No, he gets spotted out. B2 will find the better of him. And this ultimate is gonna do nothing. And then the back of it, there's a Killjoy ultimate in the perfect spot. Nobody from FS is gonna have any sort of problem now in positioning themselves in this post plan because Valor are not gonna be able to even enter the site.
It's gonna be a rough one for them, but I do believe that Dominic, he could be the game changer here. He needs to try and find this kill though, but he's not gonna be able to do out much. He is expecting 1 player, but is he expecting 3? As soon as this thing drops, it's gonna be over. But no, Dominic misses the shot. Bullet's instead gonna be the one to get that first initial kill.
Oh,
Jay's not
B2?
gonna be able to do out much here. B2 from the sidelines. He's good for 1. He's gonna be good for a second as well. B2 with the 4K sends everyone back home packing. And I think you're right here, Universe.
Last
We
round
just could
in
be
the
looking
half.
at an 8-4 scoreline.
Could be 8-4. Could be 7-5 even. If FS find another brilliant round like they just did. But need to be careful. Them losing weaponry the way they did is not acceptable on every single round. But hey, this is the last one, so I think they might just win this. Look at the buy on the side of Valor. They've pretty much got everybody on half armor, except for JN, who's on a frenzy, and knives. Good. Oh my!
How many times is he gonna do this? Please, the man of the family.
He will go down though. B2 gets the revive as well, and Cactus is back,
Get out of my way.
taking revenge for his teammate. As Cactus pulls out his nest, but look at this!
Enemy down.
Hoax on the backstab, perfectly positioned, only good for 1 though. But it's given damage, so that's good enough. And now they're stuck here. Buster, 1 kill.
Some heads.
He needs another. At least to pull his team into some sort of fighting chance here. He doesn't care about Cactus jumping up and down. He just wants to fight lower end of that box and maybe find 1 person coming in. 3 versus 3.
Seconds. Are they actually gonna go for
Need
this?
help.
I'm not quite sure. They might want to rotate, but they're not giving any signs of doing so. They are going to come into this B site. That's it. That's what we're going to do. Recon goes in. Pasha Sahil is going to be the main man here because he's got the
30
utility
seconds left.
lined up on this site. But he
Oh, the spray bullet. He missed the shot.
Last player
Oh
standing.
no!
It's over.
Pasha.
They fell apart.
Okay, Cactus. All right.
Switching sides.
Friendship dance.
7-5 it is. A little bit better from the side of FS this time. Not letting it completely slip away from their hands. 8-4 would have been really dramatically putting them back again. To go through that scoreline yet again is something that you necessarily don't want, and that's a good thing that they've avoided it. But Valor are still looking on top of things. They win this pistol, they're gonna have a lot more trouble. They're gonna have a lot more trouble to give towards FS. What is their game plan? They're spread across. The spike is towards B, as FS push up towards A.
The slow and steady push. Cactus. He already given away a little bit of info, but Hopes is not going to be able to find that shot. Cactus, he knows. He doesn't need to take this peek, but he is a gamer, and these gamers are going to game. Cactus just went a beautiful shot on towards the face of Hopes. And he's looking for one more. Spots out Bullet's head. He's going to be going in for those taps. Doesn't find a headshot, but does find a couple of bodies. And now it's another player's turn. It feels like whack-a-mole. You hit one ball and there's like two more coming into your face. And Cactus, he's just like, nope, I'm not doing this anymore. I took enough damage. I already got a kill. I want to play this for a 5 versus 4 situation instead of giving my life up for another.
JN crawling in towards B is a problem, but Dominic is holding down the line here. Spots him out. Does not want to take the fight alone. JN needs to be careful. Dominic gets him, and Dominic gets another 90-degree skip and a turn from his mouse, and he's gonna find
30
two.
seconds left.
5 versus 2. There's nothing that the side of Valor can do.
Last
This is
player
over.
standing.
He gone, by the way.
Down B. Flawless.
I'm pretty sure you just told me that the classic right click has been nerfed, rightfully so. And then we see something like this. Not much to do here
7-6.
on the 7-6 score line. And Universe, I want to ask you, do you believe that a 4 spike is a pretty decent idea here? Because in my eyes, I do believe Icebox is one of the few maps where going in for a 4 spike is a pretty good strategy.
I mean, it is, but they did not get the plan. I'm sorry, what?
Whoa, hello?
Well, that shot just made Aggressive lose his marbles, so...
Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
What just happened?
I need to see that again. Slow-mo, please. Sadly, we don't have slow-mo. God damn it.
This is quite literally what it says, instant replay. Because that, what the hell?
Buster just...
And then this. And then this. And then a jumping bullet. Everything just, okay. All right.
Welcome to the game of Valorant, boys.
Indeed.
Hey, when you invite your friend over to play Valorant, he plays other tactical shooters,
What?
and then he sees something like this.
Well,
Yeah, this is just Valorant action.
you see one thing happen, there's another following it as Pasha has crawled past the opponent's line. There is a killjoy turret here to stop him from going any further, but oh, Pasha, he could just find this kill here. All he needs to do is just peek. He peeks towards the left, he's gonna find a free kill, but he's gonna be a little bit cautious about that turret and let his team do the work first before he can do anything. Badman, look at his positioning though. Badman's up towards mid, and he's holding down a lot of crossing lines here. His turret's holding down towards kitchen. He's got mid in control. That's a lot of Killjoy utility covered up for a lot of places on the map, and that's just brilliant. Valor are being cut off, and Badman's just gonna hurt them even more.
Cell Buster. He's gonna be the game changer for them. Gets a kill on toward the face of Bowie. Sends it back on back in, and Buster! He's gonna be able to take down B2 as well, sending it over to a 2 versus 3. Now, FS, they don't have a lot of guns. They're running on Spectres. And as they're making this push up, it's even more difficult. Team Valor, they should be easily the ones to take this. There's no situation where they shouldn't win, but miracles
that
can
lineup's
happen out of
missed.
absolutely nowhere.
That lineup's missed. It's gone the other way. And now this is gonna be a little bit easy for Hoax to get that kill thanks to that blind. And Dominic was not supported at all. Badman will find one, but time's gone far too much, and so has his life. Buster with a 4K saves Valor.
Buster is always there to win. That's why his name is Buster. That's why he's this good when it comes down to his executions. Beautifully done. Team Valor, they take it all away. But on the side note, FS, what really went wrong for them in this round was the fact that Badman went in too aggressive onto mid after he found that first kill. He got that information on Bullet. He got the kill. He should have just walked away from it, but he still wanted to push the issue. And that cost him really.
Dominic gets back. Throws in utility. Throws in that poison snake bite. As Bullet will clear out every single bit he can. But he's still not been spotted out here. Dominic being safe about what he does. As Buster has crawled in. This is going to be a problem. Oh, spots him out. Dominic gets away. Still holding the snake bite in his hand though. He needs to be careful. Cuts him off from coming any further. As Coley has come here for the rescue.
He's just gonna wait it out here. And knowing the fact that FS, they're on a back foot and they're still trying to go in for rotation. Team Valor, they're playing it smart, but JN, that jiggle could have costed you your life if you were not watching that sideline. But no, JN! Watch it, man. He doesn't and he pays for it.
30 seconds left.
Oh, getting a little too close for comfort here. Time is of the essence. 20 seconds to go.
They can't rotate. They need to do this.
Yeah, they have to. Pasha's towards mid. Buster gets another, but Badman immediately trades back. And Dominic's gonna be a victim of running and gunning, and Hoax will make it double.
10 seconds.
Bullet has to go for the plant. And here's Pasha
He missed the
Sayo coming
shot,
for the
it's over.
backstab, but the time's gone. And Badman, all he needs to do is play run and hide. No plant, no round. Number 8 comes up for the side of FS.
Yeah. Pasha spent way too long trying to go in for that flank. He needed to full scale run through, and he couldn't have walked at all. He knows that his teammates are going in for fights onto mid. Question is, why was Pasha still walking? That's the thing, like, these timings need to be there, and Team Valor, they're making very rookie level mistakes that they should never make.
Indeed.
They need to go in faster for this.
Cactus finds an early kill, and that's Pasha Sayo being deleted from the server. Dominic,
Out of my way.
he's
Both
gonna
the
go
Vipers are
down.
having a bad day, man.
Yeah, clearly. Badman, 2 players in front of him, and only one's gonna be good enough to take him, and that's gonna be Buster, who has absolutely torn through this side here today. Bullet and Pasha Sayo not having the greatest of games, but Hoax and Buster are lifting the weight along with JN here. Oh, B2 could have lined up 2, but he's not gonna be able to do that. 2 versus 3, a backstab coming in. Cactus is gonna be spotted. He's gonna be taken care of mostly. He could choose to save here as JN gets closer, and that's gonna be him finding Cactus yet again. How many times is it now that JN's killed Cactus aggressive?
And in the same position as well.
Yeah, it's actually. Oh my god. Oh, I thought that was JN. Never mind.
Ian actually did hit him with like 2 knives, so it's okay. But that's the thing. It feels so one-dimensional, the approaches from FS. Either they hold the side in very default fashion, or they just lose out on the round outright. There's no in-between, and that's what's really causing the problem.
Well, 9-8, Valor have taken over again the lead, and that just might be the end of another map. Maybe the series itself, because this is exactly where Valor took their foot, put in the gas pedal, and just did not stop. Cactus, though, look at him. Getting close. Oh, the knives, they miss all 4 of them. 1 more left. And all he needs is a headshot, but he's not confident about taking this fight with that just 1 knife. Gets away. And look at JN taking in a little bit of damage. Oh my! Wow, Cactus responds back in the grandest of manners. Picks up a weapon, gives it to his teammate, has 5 knives to work with yet again, as Valor are now choosing to rotate.
Buster. He's holding out. But he really got caught out for it as well. But FS, they're pretty much in the worst spot. But no Cactus. He missed out on his last 2 shots, and Buster's not going to miss it out on his Vandal bullet. Swings out, takes a fight, pops him in the forehead, and now it's all up to Batman. He should be able to spawn out the arm. He doesn't spawn out the head though. His position has already been revealed. Plus, Batman, he's gonna jump down to maybe find a kill, but Batman's just throwing away his life away. Like, come on. What do you do in that situation? Like, personally speaking. Maybe you play with your team, but honestly speaking, I have no way to defend that. I'm sorry, Batman, but that was a very questionable play.
Coley and B2. Weaponry not great enough to fight with.
Last player standing.
Hoax will take down Coley, and Pasha Saha will confirm round number 10 for his team. And that's gonna be Valor taking on another dominant stance here, Aggressive. I have to ask you the age-old question. Do you think FS are gonna be able to win this and make a comeback? Or is it over?
It is a buy round for them here, so I do believe they should be able to make it work, especially with Cactus going on this operator. This operator alone should be giving them that second win that they need, but first of all, it needs to find a kill. And I'm a bit skeptical on how he's going to try to find this kill as well here.
Cactus putting down a niche angle. Gonna get spammed upon 71 HP. Oh,
What?
JN, that dash towards that, it was just a small little part of that center box that denied him from dashing in towards the side. And he's gonna get taken down. 5 versus 4. There is a revive available though. And there it is. Just as I say it, JN's coming back to life. And just as I saw him coming back to life, he's also gonna be taken back from it. So 5 versus 4, still it remains the same, as Pasha Sahil is looking to probably play for his lineups. And these post-plant positionings are going to be rendered useless in just a couple of seconds, as now that Killjoy Ultimate has come in. He's taking it. He's taking it. It's over. There's no point. And the ultimate from the Sova also came in so late that... What is happening, Brisson? Why would they do that?
Big communication break. Pasha, the timings for those snake bites were off by a mile. You throw out those snake bites early. That's why you have a second. I do believe that the snake bites last for about 5 seconds, if I recall, right, Universe? Or
Yeah.
it could be wrong. So they last for 5 seconds. You have 2, so in 10 seconds total, you can just hold it down. You also have Bullet on the side who has a Hunter's Fury. Why aren't you just using it? I feel as though Team Valor, they're just falling apart mentally here.
FS. They've got an upper hand. Oh, Hoax! He gets away by the whisker of a cat. And Dominic's found an advantage, but Pasha and Bullet hit back. Coley immediately trading. Pasha's going strong still, and Cactus will win the duel towards A against Hoax. 2 versus 2. They know where these players are. Cactus has been spotted out, and now he has to get this kill. Cactus makes it through. He's got 1 more to go. He's not gonna find it, and now it's gonna be up to Buster to win this 1v1. No, he doesn't. Coley comes out on top, 10 and 10, and back to level terms we go.
This round, in general, really does put me on a little bit of a loop. First of all, I want to ask why Hoax is playing outside of 8 this often when he knows that Cactus is going in for swings like this. He's playing for a lurk hold solo when he knows that there is an enemy jet who's constantly pushing them. Shouldn't you double up on that side line? I'm pretty sure University would have done the same.
I
These
get.
small mistakes are just plaguing Team Valor from a possibility of a win, and the fact that FS are constantly being the ones to punish these mistakes, it's incredible. They're reading into all of the different strategies, and that's what we really want to see here.
This timeout is the most essential one for both of these teams, to be honest. This could make or break the game. And Valor, with the amount of money that they have, they're going to have to make a decision. Because if they lose this, after buying in...
11th is going to be a save. They have
Yep.
no choice.
Indeed, it is going to be a save. And then they're going to have to fight for overtime.
Possibly in overtime. You never really know. I've been seeing too many thrifty rounds happen in the gauntlet.
Well, let's find out whether or not Cactus can make them go to a eco yet again. He's being supported. But everybody from Valor is here. Buster, he needs to stay alive, and the main man has lost his life.
Oh, no heal needed.
Wall going up. Cactus. Oh my. Wow. Beautiful shot.
Cactus doing cactus.
And Valor are falling apart.
Absolutely nothing that they can do here. This
There's
round
4
for them.
players, and they still choose to go right here. Oh, finally.
Toxins going up.
It's a final kill, but does it matter?
Right here. Right
Not
here.
really. Resurrection still available for the defenders. 4 people still alive, holding down on A.
Here.
They can't even go in for a possible rotate. They know for a fact that FS, they're gonna be stubborn and Team Valor, they're gonna be stubborn and they're just gonna hold down here and push on towards the A side.
30 seconds left.
And with that, 3,
Last
2, 1,
player standing.
it's over.
Oh man, well that's gonna be number 11 for side of FSS for the first
Enough
time
money.
in this entire series. They have taken the lead.
Turret
I
out.
bet they have this lead now.
Bot coming back. Out of
What are they gonna do with it?
turret out.
Are they gonna fall apart? Or will they be able to go in for that final push and for that final hold against Team Valor? Valor, though, I do believe after the pause, we did see them shift it up a little bit more, but you can see how reckless they're being. I think that the adrenaline is running high and the players are not in the right mental state of mind. Buster did get caught out by the operator because it was a one and done angle being held by Cactus, but that's it.
Well, let's find out whether or not they're going to be able to make this work, because I can see an operator being bought. I can see 2 Vandals being bought. It looks like they're going in for the force here. Aggressive, and that should be a problem or the solution. You never know.
It could be the best possible option for them, but JN, buddy, are you gonna be able to go up against Cactus's operator because of the way that he's playing? He's being so rambunctious that it's hard to pin him down. You have no idea which angle he's gonna peek from, and the fact that he's playing this aggressively with the operator, it's very oppressive. Whenever you have an opponent that is this aggressive with an op, you kind of get lost of how you want to take that fight. Unless that operator player makes a mistake or misses a shot, you kind of lose hope as a team of trying to bring it all back.
True. Well, we are having a small tech pause that has been sorted out now, so we are going to be heading back into the game. As Valor, this is their do or die chance. They take down FS here. They're going to be able to make it work, maybe take the lead and win this 13-11. But for that, they need the first kill. And that has to be JN. Force it towards mid. FS find a little bit of ground to work with. And they're just going to let it be. They're going to leave it alone. Not worrying too much about it. They know that the wall is going to make them think twice about going in that angle. It's exactly what side of Valor are doing. Moving in towards B. Shock Dart's not going to be connecting. And they spot out one. Tag him. They are aware of the situation that Badman could be around yellow. Or somebody could be around yellow. They're just holding. They just want the side of FS to make these mistakes. But a minute's already gone by. We've got a couple of more seconds to go. 50 to be precise. How are they going to work this attack now?
They're going to walk it on back. And Team Valor, they're going to take a back seat for all of this. They know how important and how crucial this round is need. If they don't get it here, Universe, it's done.
30 seconds
They're
left.
going to be hitting on down over to into a third map, regardless of whatever situation. But Cactus, he could be the danger man here, but Coley, he's just even better. He survives it all. He survives the onslaught. He's going to be able to find it and bring it on back. Cactus from the sideline gets away with murder. Dashes out. And he's going to be able to use his operator to find even more value. That's another one. He's looking for a third. He's looking for the final. But Jin, he's not going to be able to do anything. The no-scope doesn't land. Batman just snatches away all the hopes and dreams that Team Valor had.
Oh, no, you don't deserve my...
One by one, they fall. It's 10 and 12. And the third map is looming over all of the members of Team Valor.
Well, it's likely that we will probably hit split. As I said, even if Valor pick up the map number 1, FS winning Icebox is something that is a lot more probable. And even though for some time it didn't look like it, FS, they got back their winning groove. They're going to pull it all the way to match point. Whether or not we're going to be seeing this finish off right now, or is it going to take us to overtime, we'll find out. Valor have one last chance to make things work for themselves. And that is, again, by this attack towards B, it looks like.
They're gonna wait it through though. And JN, he's gonna be the initiator for this one. But Bullet, maybe with just one kill, JN's gonna be able to fight 2 with those knives. Beautifully done, but Cactus and Batman are gonna be able to answer back on their own accord, finding out Buster and Tasha. 3 versus 3 already. JN gets an advantage, and the advantage is pretty much lost simultaneously here. Now that they have this, it's looking a little bit more better. Batman holding around from the other side of the corner, creeping his way up, completely cleared out yellow. And this is going to be a call for the defenders that, yay, guys, there's nothing to really worry about here. We can just run away from this. But Hoax, he's going to be the game changer for them. Knows for a fact that Coley's in the front side because he spotted out all 3 players when he was trying to run on away. He hears the footsteps, he hears the dash, he knows exactly where they are. But JN from the side, he had no idea that he was lurking up from mid. JN, he finds that final kill, and it's 11 and 12. Team Valor, 1 round away from the first overtime of this entire season. Universe, first game, first overtime. And nearly the first ace as well. So, like, we had so many different situations, and it all happened on the first map. First game, sorry.
Yeah. Well, now, this is the final round of the second half. It's either FS taking us to split, or it's going to be Valor taking us to an overtime. A B-side hit looking likely yet again as JN with his operator wants to be deadly. But he's not had as much success in the last couple of rounds like Cactus has. Here's the ultimate. Coley, not going to be touching anybody. He was really close to it though, but he will in the end. Tax down 2. And that's good. The heal will come in, but that's still a great amount of information that's been given away here. The spike will be planted. Hoax is going to eat it all up, and he goes down as well. The revive is not going to be there, and Valor are in a tough spot. Somebody right now needs to be a hero in this 5v4. And it looks like JN might step up.
JN, you cannot miss a single shot, but Buster, him whipping out on that, it's gonna be a big one for him, but still, Pasha from the back end's gonna be able to do a lot more. JN, you cannot use an operator like that. It's just not gonna work. This is so risky.
He's
The
the defuse is over.
It's just gonna get held.
Defenders win.
It falls apart for the side of Valor.
Last player standing.
No, dude, no. This is not how it was meant to go. This was not how it was meant to end.
FS, they pull it out in the last second of this game. Icebox has been taken over by them, and they are going to be seeing a map of split come into their play. And this is exactly where the side of FS are maybe going to struggle a bit, because split might not be one of their best maps, but Valor have actually been pretty okay on split, I think. I think that they will have a better time. But now I'm just going to throw my hands in the air. I actually don't know who's going to win this one.
I have no clue either. Split as a map for both of these teams, it's a massive question mark. Before, we did see Hunter constantly playing that sofa on Split and somehow making it work all the time. But now, Team Valor, they need a completely new, different strategy. But we're going to be talking about Split later when we come back from the break. For now, let's talk about the map of Icebox as we do head on down over towards the match highlights to break it all down for you piece by piece of why exactly Valor took a massive L here. And I do believe that Team Valor, they had a strong start when it came down to their own defensive side, and it was a smart plan playing that double duelist comp. I told you, it was a really good idea for it to happen, but the fact of the matter is them not being able to get a solid scoreline right off the get-go hurt them a lot. A 7-5 against a double sentinel composition when they shift over to their own defense, yeah, it's never gonna work. And you saw that over and over again when it came down towards the attacking side. Team Valor, they had no way to get proper entries into a site and then go in for a post plant or even a plant in general because their utility was non-existent. While for the defenders, or for FS in general, sorry, they had every single little bit of utility starting from nano swarms, slow orbs, shock darts, the killjoy lockdown, snake bites. They could stop the plant and get the kill onto Hoax while he was planting in every scenario possible.
Yeah, Valor had a pretty great start to this map, but after the first half was tumbled down in the second bit of it, when they were 7-3 up, they could have probably gone on to make it 8-4 maybe, and maybe 9-3 as well. Valor immediately lost their ground. I don't know what exactly happened, but FS hit back. They made it 7-5. They made it work. They took it back. They got the lead. And from then, Valor kind of lost their mojo. They just couldn't keep up with the way FS were playing. Their aggressive playstyle on defense was what was throwing somehow them off. And I kind of expected Valor to maybe pull it out through in the last bit. The minute it was 10-10, I thought that Valor win one round and this probably just going to be it. But then FS, they surprised us with a great round. Individual tactics work out. And then they pulled it out towards the real and edging it past 13-11. Really close. Competitive of the highest order here. This match has been. And you can see it. Every single player has something to contribute. Whether or not they had the best games, whether or not they've got the most amount of kills, it doesn't matter. Because FS, they had Dominic not having such a great game. He had just 9 kills, but they still won this one out. And his utility usage towards B was brilliant. The way he was holding them off was amazing. And that's exactly what it counts for.
It's exactly how it should be as well. But looking at the scorecards here, Cactus 25 kills, Badman with 23, B2 with 21, Coley with 15, and Dominic with 9. Every single one of the players showed up from both of the teams. Buster with 22, Hoax with 20, JN with 20, Bullet with 15, and Pasha with 12. Like, all of the players did what they really needed to do here. Kills were very much even from both sides, but the thing is, what was the difference maker here, Universe? It was the pure, raw utility. FS had more. Valor, They pretty much had nothing, and also a big amount of communication breakdowns. It felt like Team Valor, they were going in for an execution, but they were not communicating what they were actually doing. And that just caused them to fall apart.
Yeah, it clearly did. Now we've got a third map coming in, which is gonna make everybody wonder about who exactly is gonna win. And for now, though, it's gonna be ending up to a 1v1 and we 1-1, and we have Split being loaded up. We're gonna be back in just a bit, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. TC Gauntlet Season 4, powered by Crucial, a power partner 656. We're gonna be back in just a couple of minutes, and I'm gonna go take a sneeze now.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the LG Ultragear Tec Gauntlet Season 4. Powered by Crucial, our apparel partners are 656. And of course, Universe has the most beautiful smile ever. Moving on down over onto this matchup. But at the same time, we're trying to be jumping straight into the Vampiro screen. A little bit too much memes. But hey, we need a little bit of something to smile because Team Valor, they lost the map of Icebox in the most heartbreaking way possible. They thought that the lineup landed, but it actually didn't.
Yeah, it most certainly did. It was a hit and a miss towards a little bit towards the left, and now because of that, they're gonna have to force it out on Split, a map that I am not quite sure if FS are gonna be able to win or Valor because both of these teams don't really play Split that often. So I'm a little concerned about how exactly this is all gonna turn out, but I want to say it's kind of a nobody really goes for Split in these two teams, right? So what are your expectations of Gracie? What do you think is going to happen on Split? Are we going to see a landslide or is it going to be up close?
I think it's going to be a landslide. Going in favor of Team Valor.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I'm going to stand on that primarily because I feel as though that's what's going to happen.
Hmm. I think I resonate the same unless because of the fact that I've seen FS play Split before and they're not really as convincing as I would want to see them. The side of Valor though, they've played Split multiple times. We've seen them win out these maps as well. So I'm 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 actually excited. I don't really know how it's going to turn out, and I personally love the map of Split, especially when there's a breach involved. And I want to see if there's going to be a breach involved. If Hoax is going to be picking up that agent again, or is there going to be somebody from the opponent team picking it up? I am really excited to see. But the only thing that I have in mind is having a breach does make things easier in terms of map control play, but who do you play for information? Do you want to keep a Sky, play a double initiator here, or do you want to play
Okay.
the Raisin Jet? What do you have in mind?
I'm thinking of a KO as well here. Could be nice, but there's not really a lot of people here in our region that can make the KO work and be able to get a lot of
Sai is
value
one
out
of
of it.
them.
Yeah, Sai is one of the few players. That's the thing. Other than Sai, is there anyone that has showcased the real potential of a KO? Not exactly. He's a very hard character to play, even though his kit looks very simple. Because you need to have absurdly good timing. Otherwise, you are never going to be able to get use out of any of his abilities. So, in that sense, I would say that not going in for a KO would be the best of ideas, but that's a very strong pickup for them. Or just go in for the tried and tested comp. Just don't try to deviate from it. Pick up a Sage, pick up a Killjoy, get that Jet, get that Raze, and just maybe pick up an Omen or an Astro, or if you are feeling spicy, a double controller setup.
Yeah. Well, double controller is something that we have seen here before. A
Enigma.
Viper. Yeah, a Viper is played, an Astra is played. I've almost seen, I think, the absolutely complete extinction of Omen from literally every single map. I don't think Omen is
It doesn't
probably.
exist anymore.
Yeah,
He's in the
he's gone.
shadows.
He's gone into the shadows, and he's like, "Yeah, I live here." So, no more shadows being casted by him because now there's a wide variety of controller agents who are pretty great, Viper and Astra, to be precise, and Brimstone on the map of Bind maybe. But let's see. It's all for speculation. We've got the agent selection coming up in just about a couple of seconds as the players have been loaded in. Everybody's ready to finish off this series to find out who is going to be the winner of the first match of season 4. And to be honest, if you would consider it, I think that in this map, a breach, raise, and jet kind of works more than a double initiator. Instead of a sky, I'd rather have a Reyna or a raise.
Can work, but also you could go for the no initiator route, which is the double sentinel lineup. I do believe that we could be looking at for it, but okay.
Oh,
Hoax. He's trying to prove me wrong. He wants to showcase to us exactly how good the KO can be in his hands when he plays it.
I like it. I like that he's gone for the KO. I would have wanted either KO or breach, and I think I like seeing it. And I think I might be seeing the breach in the hands of Coley, who on the opponent side is teasing it. Phoenix could be coming into play here. Batman locks in the Astra yet again, and I'm not quite sure how convincing that's going to be. But if Dominic picks up... Wait. If they go for that triple duelist, I would have cried. But no, Dominic takes in the Viper. So that's going to be a double controller, like you said. And Bullet is waiting to decide whether or not he wants a Sage or whether he would probably go for some other agent. He could go for the Raze. You've seen him play it before, but looks highly unlikely.
It's gonna be a difficult one regardless of the situations, because the way that the agent lineups are looking, double controllers already on the cards. They have gone in for the initiator, but Cactus
Select
going
your
in for a
agent.
Phoenix. Yeah, that's never gonna happen.
I do not expect it, but oh, thank God.
Yeah.
For a second, I got like, okay, a single duelist and that's not Jet? Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Hey, if Neon comes out, that's gonna be a change.
Yeah, that is going to be a change. Neon was probably going to be breaking every single game play meta there is, just because of the fact that she is the run and gun agent. They tried to
You
nerf
can't
run and gun.
really. No. The thing is that she can't run and gun. I did play her, and it's not possible to run and gun while she's actually, in her full speed form.
Oh, okay.
So you need to
Interesting.
stop completely and tap out of it before you can start actually shooting. Because when she runs, she doesn't have her gun in her hand, but she's moving her arms while she's sprinting.
Oh, yeah, I remember seeing that. But her ultimate's pretty much run and gun, right?
Yeah,
Run
her
and
ultimate
shock.
is guaranteed.
Run and shock, run and zap, or run and...
No, it's Palpatine.
Oh, okay.
Star Wars reference right there. Look at infinite power.
I mean, you say power. The only thing I remember is Spider-Man. So
We don't give spoilers here, other than of course roster spoilers, but that's it. TC became a leak channel the other day, so it's all the fun and games here until we randomly put up a Spider-Man reference and everyone hates us.
every day something new. And right now, Buster needs to find a kill to make his team feel a little bit more new from unlike the previous map. Start with a little bit of an improvement. Oh, Buster! He hits the leg of Batman, sees one come up. Here's two come up, actually. Make that three, as everybody's rotating here. A-Heaven is FS Esports, but are they going to be able to go to the side is the question.
Awesome.
They're going back.
What?
Oh my
god,
God.
Dominic!
Pasha
Gotta
Sahil
stop.
got obliterated. And Hoax is going to find one trade. He knows where the Killjoy is, so that's one good thing. Informational play, but Cactus, he's too good on the trigger. He will get traded out, though. It's a 3 versus 2. The attackers have the advantage of men. But are they going to be able to pull this one out? All they need is one kill, and that one kill should be coming out of the hands of Dominic, as Valor are looking to clear out every single part of mid. But this is costing them time.
It's a difficult one in general. Buster is swinging across. He's trying to see if he can find something for himself, but it's maybe just not going to be the thing that happens for him. But Bullet, that's going to be a costly miss for you. 1-by-1 FS, they clean up house. They take round number 1 in their favor. And with that, a pretty strong start, I would say, for FS.
Pretty good start indeed. Them not having an informational player like KO and just relying upon one initiator like Breach is kind of impressive. And if they can make it work all the way, well, there's nothing like it, because controller against an initiator, there's a lot of differences between the two that you can't really compare. But let's see who comes out on top at the end. Cactus running in close. JN's gonna be dashing into his face. Fights him off, but is not gonna be able to finish off the kill. Damage only, and Buster is struggling for his life for the right click again, or the left click. Whatever he clicks, he's not gonna find anything. And there's another kill for B2.
Spike planted.
Valor have taken down 2, and that's weapons that they will be glad to drop, as Pasha Sahil looks for more. Wants to smoke off A main. They know where he is, and he could have taken... Oh, Coley? recipient of a lot of bullets, but I'm not quite sure if Pasha's going to be able to take out another one here.
Maybe. But I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Pasha gets taken out. 0-2 on the scorecards. And FS, strong, formidable lead for them to work with as well here. But now is where the real fun will start to rise. It's time for the buy round, and you know, Universe, that I always say this over and over again. You can never, ever judge a team by their first individual pistol. It's always about the buys, especially on the map of Split. The pistols feel like the most 50-50 coin toss that I've ever had in my entire career. There's a reason why I hate Split, because first of all, the pistol rounds, I have no idea what happens and my team just always dies. And then you come into the buy rounds, which are supposed to be yours, but because of the close proximity angles, if your opponents are playing for a bonus, they're still gonna be able to get away with a lot more. It's such an even map when you consider the buys that you don't really have that big of an advantage. So your strategies will matter a lot here.
FS, being careful about their buy. They know that the opponents have got better weapons, so they're trying to move in slowly. Cactus firing off shots to fight Bullet, and that flash is beautiful from Hoax. Allows Buster to get a kill, as Bullet will wall off B Heaven and denies them from moving any further. FS now in the mix, and a pickle are losing players one after the other.
What?
Oh, how did that connect?
Bullet, give me some of your skill right now. I need it.
Oh
Here.
boy.
30 seconds left. One
Oh
enemy
boy.
Okay,
Man,
that was a skillful flick and a half. Okay, bro. Hold down that trigger and just burst them all down. Bullet with a spray transfer with that Vandal is gonna be able to send a message already. 1 and 2, and my oh my, Team Valor. They've chimed in.
They most certainly have. 2-1 now. Valor have got a full buy, so this is going to be the first round that is going to be actually competitively important for both of these teams, as Valor on the defense are spread thin towards A. The Killjoy utility is going to allow them to keep a track of who's coming where. There it is. The alarm bot has been taken out, and Buster needs to be careful. A wall away from each other. A spam could take them down. Oh, look at this aggressive. They're just crosshairs away.
If they just saw what we saw.
Yeah, if they saw what we can see, there would be no more esports competitions. Oh.
That's just
Cactus.
sad. That's just sad.
Buster's gonna be feeling that in his gut. 140. Hit the table 3 times. Just. Okay.
Spike down
Okay,
A.
Jaden's not gonna be hitting those 140s though. He's gonna be sitting 156s instead. Close proximity Phantom is just so good. And Bullet, just look at this man channeling that energy from that last round.
One
Just
enemy
piping
remaining.
out all of the shots. Hoax is gonna be the one to take down the rat known as Cactus. Now Dominic, it's all up to you.
30 seconds left.
Going up slow, going up steady. He's looking for that final kill. He should be able to get it as well.
Dominic holding down the line. Look at this. This is 2 players sitting casually, arms away from each other. Saving
10
this
seconds
weapon
left.
is gonna help him for sure in the next round, but he's on the Nico. So, oh, now he knows. Now they want to push, but time's gone. Far too much. He's gonna escape the grasp of that gravity well as well. Dominic survives for another round as number 2 for both the teams have come up.
It's looking quite good for them though in general. It's a 2-2. It is FS's save round, but it's not really the end of the world for them. They just equalized, they lost out in a couple of rounds. What if we can do? Just play the save. Send it down over into a 3-2 if you're not going to be able to win this. Play for the buy round instead, moving down the line. You gotta remember one thing, that they're playing
Get out of my way.
they're playing a double controller setup on the side of attack, so they're not supposed to win out on every single round here. They're just trying to survive until they head on down over to defense. Because that's where this double in controller setup will start to deal the most amount of damage.
Bullet heard that jump down, but he's not going to be finding anybody as Cactus does go back up. Badman's been spotted, and Pasha Sile's immediate reaction is to smoke it off. FS have split in a way that I don't really know if it's going to work for them, because both the sides, they have been spotted. Oh my god.
Oh my god, Cactus.
Beautiful shot. Gets another nope. Buster will take him out. That's Coley. He's got a stinger, but he's got no information.
What is he? Bullet, stop.
Batman will get past him, and this is opportunity. Opportunity taken care of. Capitalized upon. Getting another. Could be close. Heals himself, Bullet. Gets back. Is careful about this.
30
But
seconds
Valor.
left.
For resurrection, pick up your buddy onto spawn.
Yeah, that's exactly what he should be doing, and he's going for it. He knows he can. And there it is. The revive comes in. And here, FS moving towards B. What? Pasha, no.
A whiff. That's a whiff. It happens. Universe, just, we don't talk about it. It happens.
10 seconds left.
Yeah, we most certainly don't, but Batman in this position without a weapon of a little bit of a higher standard is going to be able to do nothing. Just go down.
B2,
B2 needs to be the hero. He's got the weapon to work with. And his opponent is seen. No,
what are these
B2.
whips?
Oh,
Man.
that was a little close. Firing
These
out in the
whips
open, expecting him to be there. As Valor put up number 3. And this is not more, this is more competitive than the last two maps have been. In the last two, Valor had a 5-0 lead in the first half. This is 3-2.
It's gonna be close, but the thing is, you gotta remember, this was an eco round as well from the attackers. So can we really say this was a dominant side from Team Valor? Was this a ghost round? Oh, hell no. They gave away the plant. They lost out on 3 of their players. So, in a way, it just didn't bring them any form of an advantage here. They lost out on a lot more than they gained, while the attackers pretty much won out on all of their fights. But, yes, they did play a really good eco. Now, though, they need to play a really good buy. If they lose out on this buy, you know for a fact, Universe, that it could spell doom for their chances on the map of split. You never want to give up that 5-2 scoreline over towards the defense, because if they get that 5-2, then your economy will just start tumbling down into the ditch.
Dash is in here. Cactus needs to be careful. Getting hit by the turret. He might have just found it, but the timing gets the better of him. Hopes will take that one. Jumping down to his death. Cactus finds. I don't know why that was done. But Bullet and Buster find 2 back. Cactus
Never
again.
killed their lockdown. Wait for it.
B2. He's brought it down to a 2v2. Buster has the ultimate, and Cactus does not want to let him have it. Sweep!
Oh my god, Cactus.
Beautiful.
Absolute maniac.
And B2 shuts it down. Another round for FS, and we go blow for blow, punch for punch, whatever you want to call it. Amazing stuff here.
My god, Cactus. What was that shot? Did you see that, man? He was aiming at the corner. And he just flicked his wrist out towards the face of poor old Buster. These are the type of shots that you always live to see. But if you're on the receiving end of it, ouch, do they hurt.
Cactus. Moving in towards mid. Does not want to let Bullet stand on his wall any longer. Needs to be a little careful. Bullet has the advantage of positioning and information. Cactus will not know whether he's on the left or right. Dashes in towards Wentz. And the problem arises. Jumping down like that is reckless, my guy. And you get punished for it.
No matter what situation you are in, you never want to jump down into vents like that, ever, unless you have that information that it's clear. But for now, at least, it's JN. He has an operator, but the angle's too close. There's no way JN's gonna be able to hit this. At least he has the dash to get out immediately. Doesn't get popped in the head. He's gonna be able to live for another day. But the defenders, they still have a massive advantage because of the misplay from Cactus.
You want
4
to
and 3
find it?
could be on the cards. It's all up to JN to hit this shot. He spots up the gun barrel, but no!
30 seconds left.
Good trigger control. He didn't go in for the shot and wasted it. Dominic was not able to get that kill. This will allow them to survive. And good use of KO utility. Instantly pops their kill. Instantly pops the lockdown. Not gonna be able to find out anything. Hulks is gonna be the one to survive. Takes out Badman. 11-6 left on the clock,
10
and
seconds
it
left.
is done. They're saving their guns and hoping for a couple of kills.
Last player standing.
Holy, no matter what you do, you've got people coming in towards your direction, and Beach is gonna be the only one allowed to save. As FS give away another round. It's gonna be 4-3. Now, if you are expecting the side of FS to maybe change up their gameplay, find a different way to attack, it should be done right now, because this is an eco round. This is where they try to experiment as to where exactly they know the side of Valor are playing. They know that Pasha Sao is always on B. They know that the KO is the one shifting
Going
positions.
hustle, guys.
Bullet is always towards B heaven, trying to wall it off. So maybe single out one player and go for him. That's exactly what they need to do. And I would say they need to do that for Bullet, because he's been the most successful so far.
The slow and methodical push from FS was working out for them, but Bullet, how many times are you gonna take the same angle fight, my dude? You've been on there for so long that you will be read into. He basically donates a gun over towards the attack, but still Hoax is gonna be able to answer back with his own calling, being able to take down the player lurking on towards B main. And now FS, what's your plan? Do you want to go in for an A-side execution trying to take A heaven control? Because this control is not going to be easy for you to gain. Because JN with this operator, he's giving it up, yes, but it's for a good cause. Because they know that they can take over the site. And it's all up to Buster to hold it.
Finished.
One enemy remaining.
What? No scope collateral? Yep, that's a no scope collateral.
That is one for the highlight reels. JN, go ahead and save that. Buster found 2 kills, which I thought was gonna. This honestly, I thought was gonna be FS Esports' round, but that's beautiful. Did not even expect that to happen. Was not aiming for it. Wanted 1 kill, found 2. Found a highlight reel and a round. All pluses, all green flags, all green signals for JN. As a side of Valor, have got a 2-round lead for the first time.
It's not a bad thing, because as I just stated, at least it wasn't a 5-2 scoreline, because if it was on a 5-2, their economy would have taken an even bigger hit. They're able to survive. They're going to be able to go in for another buy here regardless, but this is their last buy before they need to be forced onto a save. 6-3 is not on the cards immediately, but we need to wait for it, because holy, here it comes. Here comes the damage. Here comes the wall. And he's gonna be able to run it away. And Cactus, he could have popped his head, but he walks away from it. Batman from the sidelines gonna be the thing that shuts down Bullet. That's gonna be the first initial kill, but still Hulks from the side is gonna be the one to take out Cactus. One more kill is all that they need, but they get 2 in the process. Dominic and Badman shut down the last 2 players holding down the side. Pasha can't even entry fully, but he's gonna be rushing on down through. Pasha, you're an absolute madman. He runs it down,
Badman.
but Badman's gonna be able to shut down 4. 5-4, man. Universe. This round was just a bum rush and a half.
Indeed it was. They just went straight towards the B side, but that wall from Bullet was right on perfect timing. And he got away thanks to that gravity well. That gravity well actually helped him escape. Did you notice that?
Yes, that's the thing. Like, the gravity well came in and was like, I'm gonna pull you into the corner. Ran into it with a wig, like, pretty much happy, in the most happiest way possible. Now Buster. He's expecting the execution on towards the other side, but JN, disgusting flick. on towards the face of one of the players. Shuts down Cactus before he can even take a breath. Or even see the entirety of A-Heaven, mind you. And he's going to be able to just keep the ball rolling on his court. He's mad after what happened in the last round. And he's looking for his 4K. He's looking for an ace here, actually. Possibly he's going to get it, but no, he gets a little bit too hungry for it. Holds for the upper angle instead of holding at the bottom, but Dominic
might have just done enough.
Do that to him.
He needs one more. Coley, before he gets suppressed, he's going to be able to give out a stun. I don't.
What?
I'm sorry. How?
One enemy remaining.
What?
Cautious Sahil finds him. That's a good thing. He's positioned still towards B. As Dominic, he's moving in towards A. Gonna get the plant down as well. And with this
Spike
Viper
planted.
spit,
It's
he
not
can
a good
play around.
spit, though.
Yeah, it's not actually. And he's gonna get spammed down as well. Gets away. They know exactly where he is. There's no way he's gonna be able to stop this defuse either.
This is a horrible pit. How is he planning to play this?
Heavens and Lord above
One
knows.
enemy remaining.
Okay, that's one.
Okay, he
Looks like
played it
him
beautifully.
being
I
on
take it back.
Heaven. Him being on Heaven is probably gonna be him knowing. He just needs to spam. And the spam works, and Dominic clutches it out.
I'm not even gonna question that play. I thought that Viper spin was horrible, but that Viper spin was the biggest brain play that you could have ever made in its entire career. Me being an analyst, I questioned the player, and I'm sorry. I'm gonna bow down. I'm gonna grovel at your feet because that round was beautiful.
Most certainly it was. Valor have taken a timeout at this stage of the game, 5-5, as Tchaikovsky wants to give out some instructions to his team. It's interesting though, because at this stage, when it's level scores, maybe you want to just save it out, but there are 2 rounds left, so maybe they want to finish this 7-5, and that's exactly why they're getting instructions right now, Valor. Let's find out whether or not it's going to be working out in their favor. FS are having their own conversations, strategies being talked about, what they can do to end this half in their favor. To each their own right now, as the timeout has dissipated, and we will be heading into round number 11.
There's a lot of different fights that can be taken here, but for now at least, a deep, slow, methodical push over onto the B side should work.
Get out of my way.
2 players outside of A, 3 outside of B. A complete default, I would say, but at the same time, it's not really default, but that's the thing. I have not seen a single push from FS onto mid, other than when they're playing saves. Are they really scared of Bullet that much?
Let's find out. JN! Oh, again.
Not again. Not again.
Again, he
Cactus
gets
DS.
revived? No, there's no revive, so that's not gonna happen.
I think this is a revenge for what happened on Icebox.
Yeah. But Buster, with just the 1 kill, he allowed his team to get an advantage, but immediately taken back down by Dominic. The plan will go down. Valor
Spike planted.
have a 3 versus 4 in their hands, and look at where Cactus still is. That is not good positioning. He will choose to move out, but he needs to move quick because Coley and the rest of the gang here need help. Oh, he will find one. He's even got the fault line coming in. Plays around, but a little too far wide of a jump.
One enemy remaining.
Dominic will take care of Hoax though, and that's made things easier as Batman will make sure that number 6 comes up for his team.
Last
Alright.
round before
I
the
take it
switch.
back, it's not gonna be a landslide for victory.
Mm-hmm.
Feels as though today is not my
Happy
day.
realization.
Predictions.
Happy realization.
And then celebrations.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
But I
Who
do
is gonna-
believe that, yeah, no one's gonna be celebrating just yet here. It's the last
Yeah.
round. And there's a possibility of a 6-6 scoreline, and there's a possibility of a 7-5 scoreline. But the thing is, universe,
It looks more 7 than 5 to me, to be honest, because Valor don't really have weapons as how they would want to face off
Swarm grenade
right
out.
now. What?
This entire game has been just an absolute what situation.
Oh, JN! Need to be careful there, my friend. Cactus and Coley find 2 back, and Buster's gonna be brought back to life. As Bullet here is trying to make things work for his team.
What
Buster
divided?
being back to life
Spike
is a good
planted.
thing because he's got a big bad ultimate that's gonna push everybody out of this site. They're waiting, but they're not going for it just yet. You know why? Because they got a breach. And here's the ultimate as they go. They want to go and trade up, take this fight. That gravity wall is going to stop them for a bit, but Bullet still finds one. Buster with another. And look at Buster.
Charges.
2 versus 2. They pulled it off. They need a little bit more distance to go.
That's all that
Time
they
is of
need
the
to do.
essence.
Enemy remaining. Last player standing.
It's done.
Wow.
Defense take it. It's all up to Pasha. As I said, that one Astral Divide just completely tore through any form of a chance that the attackers had to hold that site. You blocked off Heaven.
Switching
You blocked off all of the players holding from the left-hand side of Heaven. And if you block that, they need to push out in towards the open to even see the spike or even hear it getting diffused or even help out their teammates. The fact that they forced such a play out of FS gave them the biggest chance to try and bring this one back. And to get a 6 and 6, it's good, but honestly speaking, I think that FS, they're the ones who won out in this situation. They have a double controller setup. And they got to a 6 and 6 scoreline.
Yeah, and to add on to that, they've even got a Killjoy and a Breach. So, heavy defense here for FS. Let's see how it works out for them. Taking an aggressive mid approach, Cactus, as we know him to be. Turret is going to be taken down. Buster needs to be careful. That wall is really interesting. I like this wall placement. Covers up A, Heaven, and mid as well. And stops the opponent from pushing in any closer towards mid and not have an open angle to take a firing gallery shot over here. Buster will spot out Coley.
Later, because this is such a smart wall.
Yeah, I really like it. It's really nice. And now, because of that, we've got Valor deciding what they want to do towards mid. They want to push this wall. And they're committing utility here. I love this from the side of FS. They're forcing out utility in spaces where Valor just need to take control. But Valor, they find control. Triple burst classics all across the board. And it's all onto Batman. He gets one more.
Spike down B.
2 more to go. Looking for success. Needs to be
Last
careful.
player standing.
And Buster will stop him in his tracks. The third for the man. As JN scouts out towards mid. Does not see anybody in B2. All alone in this situation. 1 versus 3. I do not see him winning this in any stretch of the imagination.
Not much to do here. Maybe just find 1 kill, but even that 1 kill, I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon. He's gonna get tagged out. Jade with the double dink sends him back home, pack in 7 and 6. And with that, the first initial piss around going pretty well, I would say, for both of the sides, but it could have been a lot more better. Maybe just 1 more kill, and the defenders could just pat themselves on the back and be like, hey, it'll be fine. We can buy a couple of shorties and maybe make it work. Or even buy a Marshall.
B. With that round, it is going to be the side of Valor to look for number 8. They've got the advantage of weapons. Oh, that flash is pretty good. Cactus had to bow out. But he's still stuck in a corner where he cannot take fights that easily. And Hoax and Buster will take out 2. Dominic is going to be spotted out here. And they know that he's going to be inside the smoke. And they're going to force him out of here. Almost killed. 6 HP on that man. And Batman.
One enemy
That's
remaining.
unfortunate. A jumping shorty is one to be afraid of. But when in the wrong direction, spells imminent death. And JN will give the same to Dominic
Crush them.
as number 8 comes up flawlessly for the side of Valor.
It's a tough one for them. Now on this 9 and 6 scoreline as well. So 8-6 scoreline, the possibility for 9-6 on the cards. That last round did really bring a bit of a haphazard situation in general because, yeah, I know it was an eco round. They were on lesser buys, but as you just said it, the shorty, it really could have paid off, but I guess it's fine. It's still an eco round, so no harm, no foul. Just keep it all rolling. It's still an 8-6. You didn't really lose out on much, but I like this. Team Valor, they're not going in for a push whatsoever. They're waiting to see what FS really want to do here before they go in for their own fight. And Batman, he's probably going to be able to get the first beautiful tracking. He's going to be able to get a second.
Spike down B.
Batman. Absolutely
Oh,
beautiful.
interesting. Coley gets another.
Enemy remaining.
And another. He
Spike
doubles
down
up,
B.
and now it's all onto JN. FS hit back immediately as the Byron comes in, and it's all onto the Jet. 1v3 clutch. Possible for sure, but almost too difficult to make sure that... Oh, JN. I thought he was going to slip away.
JN should have immediately snapped back on the pillar, but he just didn't know. He wanted to take it slow and steady here. So for now, at least, it's 8-7. This is going to be the buy round going in the favor of the defense, and it's expected as well. That's what should happen every single time whenever you have that gun advantage. Not being able to get that bonus is going to hurt, but, you know, it's an 8-7. They're pretty much an even Steven stable still, so with the buy round coming through finally for Team Valor, let's see how they make the guns work when they are on an even footing. How much of a strategic change are we going to be witnessing? Because Cactus, he's been playing pretty aggressive on mid.
Oh! What?
And Dominic,
Folks?
he knew. He's just going to hold it down.
That was not supposed to be possible, but he just sprays down through 2 smokes and finds easy kill. And look at Cactus. He's not afraid of anything. Dashes away. Gets to safety. But still a little difficult, to be honest. Batman pushing up towards B is gonna have support with him. They're trying to get information. They know that Killjoy's around here. But they don't know that they're actually moving in towards mid.
Chin it back a little bit though. It's gonna be Pasha's turn. He spent way too long there. And he died out because of it.
Oh, Batman
You
could have
should
almost
run.
given up his life, but the
30
attacker
seconds
Killjoy puts down the ultimate, and now Buster has found another kill. FS are falling. They're falling back hard. Cactus, he's gonna get walled off. He will break it,
Spike planted.
but he's got nothing to work with here. Utility, just 2 smokes and 2 updrafts. No dash, so that's not gonna let him get into the site. And it looks like the call for a save has been already made. Hoax is on the hunt. And he might be encountering B2. Oh, they're just a couple of meters away now from each other. Hoax wants this kill. Face off!
Be able to get it.
Gets the win. He expects one to be close corner, but that's not going to be the case. Tucked away into the site is just the last man standing, Cactus, as he has to watch the 9th round get away from him.
It's gonna be rough for him because Valor, they're in a pretty good spot of their own. Being able to get so much done this quickly, especially against the double controller setup as well. I do believe they're having a pretty hard time trying to coordinate all of their utility together. And because of it, they are just falling apart. I do believe they will need a little bit more time to figure out exactly how they want to play these fights, but Dominic, the play that you're doing right now has the opportunity to be the best play that you'll ever make with this judge. It could be the worst, but understanding that the entirety of the attackers, they just walked away from it. They're like, no, we're not going to go towards the A side. We don't need to.
Oh, Oh, they know Coley's around here, and he's got a stinger. Even if he had a Bucky, I would probably say it's a
Russian
good
roulette.
choice.
Russian roulette. Let's
Yep.
play it.
Obscuring vision.
Take your bet that every single bullet is gonna miss from that stinger. I'm gonna say everything's gonna miss. Oh, he got a headshot. Nice. Now, on this 9 and 7, it's gonna be looking quite good for him.
Man
They're pushing it down.
advantage. Yeah, Pasha Sahil. The only thing he needs to do right now here is stay alive. But he's got a deadly weapon on the other side that could literally tear his chest, face, everything apart. Dominic! Oh no!
It's the hand! He hits
30
the
seconds
hand!
left.
That is
No!
so unfortunate.
Here.
Saddest
Spike
part was
planted.
that JN didn't go in for a full swing. He W swung the corner. Who does that?
Cactus. With the one trade-off, he's still got a lot of players left to look at. One of them in front of him. And he's going to be kept occupied there. Buster trying to get this kill. Gives him one bullet to the body and finally gives it to the head. That's going to be the last one standing. Who is going to be the last one sleeping as well. B2 goes down. Number 10 for Valor. And they are getting their groove back together. 3 rounds in a row they've won now.
What do you think is really going wrong for them in particular here, Universe? For FS. They have a double controller setup. They have the utility in proper situations, but they think that they're playing a little bit too aggressive because the double controller strategy normally is made to put a full-on stop against your opposition, not really allowing you to play aggressive in the process. And they're playing way too aggro and way too far forward.
Hoax is probably not going to get another kill after what he did in the last round. They're definitely not going to give him that free through 2 smokes kind of a kill as Dominic has tucked himself into this corner. But they know he's here. Bad man. You need to be careful. People, the minute that Killjoy turret has been activated, both of them started swinging slowly. And now it's going to be JN versus Dominic in a second or two. And JN wins that duel. Buster with one more. 1 by 1. Wow, okay. JN, the presence of mind. Absolutely brilliant. And FS are probably done. It's probably done and dusted.
JN, he knows that there's 2 more players probably waiting for him on towards that other side. So he locked it up. Not gonna be able to find that kill though. Coley instead shuts him down immediately. Possibility of an 11 and 7 already on the cards. You do have to remember that the ultimate has still not been used from the breach. If Coley's able to pop that ult, it's gonna get even better. People are gonna start flying. All chaos breaks loose, but he needs to use this ult, and he knows for a fact that he needs to pop it quite soon as well. I like the fact that he's waiting on down towards the other side, but beautiful play from Holmes. He knows that the ultimate's present. But
1 enemy remaining.
bullet, he's gonna be good for 1, but he's not gonna be good for a second. He needed to run away. But he stayed instead. He had no idea where Coley was going to be coming from the left or from the right. He needed to take a risky play, but somehow they bring it back. Why were they peeking heaven? There was no reason to do so.
There indeed was no reason, but unfortunately, them trying to go out and peek there is what was one of those wrong decisions that they made. Well, we've seen them make in the past couple of maps as well. Sometimes you just need to tuck yourself, man. Just hold the ground. Just hold it.
Get out of my
Now,
way.
10-8, the side of Valor still have a bye. They will have a bye in the round after and the one after that as well. It's FS who are having a economic crisis right now. So they losing this round, Valor, is not going to hurt them too much in terms of economy, but definitely in terms of advantage of rounds that they've got. The gap is going to be taken down from 3-1. And that's something they don't want, as yet again, JN moving in towards mid. And now the Blades are on the other end. Is Cactus going to be the recipient of this? We're going to have to find out, as Badman's utility has been suffocated for a bit. Just for a couple of seconds, though. Another slow approach from Valor here. And I'm not quite sure where they're going to end up. It looks like it's going to be B here, Aggressive, but the spike is actually moving towards A.
Spike's not in this direction. And with a shift going on towards the other sideline. But for now, Hoax, he's just trying to see what he can find. JN is giving away so much noise, and this is bad. Gets caught out by the utility from the side of the breach. Needs to take a peek and needs to take a choice, but Badman again with the Spectre. Somehow he's always able to make this one work, but he doesn't expect Buster. Creeps around the corner, that's gonna be one. Cactus through the sideline, takes down Folks, and now the Spike Planter's gone down as well. But still, Cactus, he's not gonna be able to shut down Buster. Again and again, it's Buster busted down his doors. He does get the plant, sending it down over to a 2 versus 2 scenario. B2, he has the Killjoy lockdown. He can pop it at any time that he wants. He's going to be able to hold, but no, not for long. JN brings it all back. They know Buster's in this corner. Buster, your aim is the only thing that can save you now. It's over for you otherwise. You can't miss a single shot. You have nowhere to go. It's all about the aim game. He's good for one, but he's not gonna be good for a second. I don't think so.
Oh, the timing!
The reload!
Oh, my genius doesn't stop in the lab.
Oh, man. That was so unfortunate for Dominic. The reload comes in, he switches to the pistol, and that's exactly when Buster decides to peek. This is prime experience of playing Valorant here, ladies and gentlemen. He knew exactly when that clip was going to be finished, and he's probably going to shift to the weapon. And Buster, playing on perfect sound cues, is going to be able to make it work. 11-8, and now Valor have the upper hand yet again.
He had 2 bullets left in the clip, but he didn't want to risk it. He reloaded by accident and paid the price for it with his own life there. That's gonna be the side of Team Valor taking a couple of more kills for themselves now. This is
Last player
safe round,
standing.
and the Stinger is just...
The Stinger, no, throw it in the bin,
just
man.
no.
It's over. I really think that, I genuinely feel that Coley should probably start using the Bucky instead of Stinger, dude. The Bucky is so much better, honestly. At least it gives a lot of damage.
Hey, I was abused by a Bucky in my game already. Immortal 2.
It was probably me.
No. I wish.
It was probably me. I use a lot of Bucky. I'm a Bucky main, dude.
Spike planted.
That's how you got to Immortal, I get it.
Yeah. That's exactly how it did. Now they know where B2 is, and we've got... Oh,
Okay.
folks. A little too ambitious, my friend. B2 is not going to be that unaware of his surroundings and sounds. He will get away with a weapon. Wait, no. What is he doing? What?
He's running across. He
He
should be able
wants
to
to
find
go...
it.
Does he want to go... What? Why?
He just wants to die because... But at the same time, he didn't even buy shields. He could have saved his weapon.
Exactly. I don't know why. I mean, now he's going to have to reinvest into that shield, which he could have probably used to drop a weapon to one of his teammates, who, by the way, could have bought full armor. Now they're going to have to play on 4 players without full armor. Half armor is what they're going to have to work with.
At least they have utility.
Oh. Utility is one thing, man, but at the end of the day, it's about how you work your weapon. This is a tactical shooter at the end of the day, so let's find out whether or not it's gonna work. Cactus! Advantage, but the reload yet again
Why the
finds the
reloads?
difference. The revive is gonna come in from full edge, and Buster survives, but that...
He's not there. He's dead.
Oh, perfect timing, Coley. Utility usage at the max, but there's still a man down. This is the problem. Valor, they just need one more kill, and this is their map. They're done and dusted. They're going to finish another 13-8. They still have 1 full minute to play with, so that's a lot of time to convene towards a particular side. And it looks like it's going to be A aggressive. And that's the best choice for them as well, because that's the only place where there's 1 player. Dominic, he's got no utility here. He's got no support. He's got one thing to put down, and that's the Viper's Pit. And he's gonna do
just
that the
do it.
minute
You
he
invested.
He is gonna do it. There it is. And now it's gonna be a fair fight. Dominic spots out one, and there's the ultimate. Dominic will dodge it. Jaden! Oh, Coley finds the better of him. Just the timing on both of those players, and they're gonna be trying to run away now.
This is rotation. Get out of here. Just go towards the other side. Maybe just out of the side.
Behind you! No! B2 finds two, and that might just be it. Unless Pasha Sahil finds something, he gets another. Pasha Sahil has to plant the spike right now.
God. Oh god, if he gets away with it, no.
What a climactic end this will be. Oh my god, Pasha, no!
Thank god. There was no way. Dominic, he had the entire side under lockdown. No way in hell this would have been anything other than a 12-9. Dominic, he played that beautifully. Put down the Viper's Pit, got the first couple of kills. JN, he had no business winning that one, but Universe, I think with 25 to 30 seconds, I think there were 30 seconds left on the clock, they could have gone in for a full-scale run from vents over towards the B side. There was a chance for them to do so with the spike. Or am I wrong?
No, I think they had a chance. They could have gone towards B, but they still...
It's a 20-second timer, if I do remember. It's like 15 or 20 seconds to rotate from A heaven over onto B. But I think they just made that split-second call. It didn't come to their mind. It's what's not a bad plan, but against the Viper's Pit, it just can't work out like that, especially against Dominic.
Dominic holding towards A yet again, as Bullet will find success on the B side entrance, as a really aggressive duo of Batman and Cactus is gonna get only one kill, and that's Bullet.
Good.
And B2 will find success on the other side. So that's man advantage secured for FS as they're trying to fight for overtime. And so far they're successful. And B2 adds on to that. 4 versus 2. This round is pretty much over, and 12 to 10, here we come.
12 to 10 could be on the cards if JN whiffs out on his shots, but JN is one of those players that you can always rely on to be that consistent fragger. If he's able to fight something. Badman though, he's known as the boogeyman for a reason. Holds down through from the side of Under Heaven, and he should be able to find one kill. Takes out the head of Hoax, and Hoax is now down to 0. It's all up to you, JN. It's either go big or go home, buddy. And I'm pretty sure you're gonna be sent home.
Them committing this ultimate was a bit of a, I think, a necessary resource, but I get that it's an insurance policy for them to put in the Killjoy ultimate, but I think they could have saved it for a better round, because in a 4 versus 2, when you've already damaged the guy who is going to be probably making use of his utility, you might as well keep it and save it for the next round.
It's looking good for them, at least for now. It's a smart plan. 12 and 10. Looking at the scorecards, there is enough money to go in for the last and final buy for the attackers. Now, Universe, you're in a situation of a 12 and 10. Pressure is high. No way you're gonna be able to buy an operator. And you're stuck. They just pretty much go in, all in, I mean. Or just be sent back home.
What is this approach? Okay, looks like it's gonna be
full-scale mid-rush. This is a casual approach. This actually is a really smart one as well. They have full control over onto mid. They're rushing on down through from the sidelines, and now it's all up to Dominic. Dominic, you cannot miss a shot here. If you do miss, it's gonna be deadly for you. But no, Dominic! It's just so much better. How does he get away with this? He even shuts out the Killjoy lockdown. Finally, they're gonna be the ones to survive, sending us down over to a 3 versus 2 situation. They don't know one player is holding down from the other side of screens. This 3 versus 2 retake is so simple to give as well. Cody, he has all the utility in the entire world. He can block off every single angle. Even the astral stars are present. Insert from double sidelines. JN can't do anything. He's gonna die out. Buster's good for 1, but he cannot be good for the second. Batman is just gonna be the one to shut him down. 12 and 11. And it's gonna be a 12 and 12 soon enough because now the attackers, they don't have a bye.
12 and 11, and it looks like the final map of this series could just be an overtime bringer. Valor don't really have as much utility in terms of money, and they're gonna be forcing in this timeout here to try and finish things off. Last round of the entire series, the first match of TC Gauntlet Season 4, has been nothing short of a long stretch of competitiveness, but at this point, how do you expect anybody to think what the side of Valor are going to be doing? Because they don't really have that much money, do they? Look at it. JN is probably going to be playing on his ultimate, and he maybe can drop in towards Pasha Sahil, and Pasha could give him a Spectre. And that's probably it. That's probably going to be the max of what's going to be the buy. Everybody else has bought in, and this is the done and dusted. Pretty much the end of the line. And that's what we have written for us today.
They've taken the pause. But what do they really want to do with this pause? Eyes are looking pretty horrible for them, but still, Jane's gonna be able to drop his body a gun. It's being forced onto a half shield with the Jet Knives, which is not really the most favorable of things, but it's JN we are talking about. He's always gonna be able to shut someone down with the way that he uses his utility, but Cactus, his feelings were getting toyed with there. Hoax is gonna be able to swing out and survive that fight. But for now, they know for a fact Cactus has an operator, and this operator is the best investment that they could have made, and the fact that they did make this will allow them to slow everything down once more. Because now Team Valor, they're going to be scared. They can no longer rush into the fights. They need to use their utility to get proper angles. Otherwise, that operator is going to be as aggressive as it can be.
JN needs to be the hero for his team. He's been that on so many different occasions now. 21 kills he's on, along with Buster on 28, leading the charge. And Buster is making strides towards mid. That knife is going to give away Cactus. He's going to run away as the stun comes in just to scare them for a bit. As Coley is afraid of them pushing in towards Wen, so he just throws in the Aftershock. Now we've got a B Heaven hit.
Dude, that's gotta hurt, especially when you're vulnerable eyes like that. But Batman, he's holding that from a corner. He's gonna be able to readjust himself right in the nick of time. But Bullet from the sides, he's gonna be able to shut down too. But look at the position. B2, he's waiting it out. B2, what are you up to, buddy? No, B2, you needed to swing out a lot earlier as soon as you heard the footsteps. Hoax. He gets taken out from the side because of Coley. 2 versus 2 situation on the map. This is not that good for my heart, man. It's all up to Buster. Buster's gonna spawn on one of the players. Dominic from the sidelines knows exactly where he is. The bullet's gonna be able to hit. And then it's gonna be Team Valor possibly taking it all away. It's all up to Coley. One on the left, one on the right. More than enough time. Gets spotted out as well. Resurrection comes on down through. And it's already done and dusted. And it's over. Team Valor. They're gonna be the first team to take away the first entire set on a 2-1 scoreline going up against the side of FS Esports. It was a tough fight and a long journey, but FS, they were just not able to make it. Instead, it was Team Valor because of the determination and the grit. They won it all out, and they sent FS packing.
They most certainly did, and it has been quite a journey. They first lost it, FS lost it 13-8 on Haven, pulled it back on a 13-11 on Icebox. Their map, both the maps were taken by their owners who picked it. And the final one split, like I said, FS, they're not really as comfortable on it. They did make a comeback happen almost. 13-11 yet again goes towards Valor. And with that, we're going to have the match highlights come in just about a few seconds. As the one thing that I did notice about Valor here was when they got that lead, when they were 10-7 up, they immediately started stumbling a little. It was individual brilliance that got them through. JN and Buster finding the kills that they needed, and sparks of some players making it their obligation to find these kills, like Bullet just did, like we just saw it. Pasha Sahil, again, he's not had a great day today, but his utility was in great use, even though his kills weren't.
It just happened in that sense that we knew exactly what FS were going to try to employ. And that's the thing, FS, they had the proper idea. They knew what they really needed to do. They looked a lot more cleaner than they did in their previous roundups, but as you just stated, Split just wasn't their map. They're not ready for this map just yet because this is one of the few maps that require a lot of dedication and requires you to just scrim it down through over and over again to get a proper understanding of communication is key on this particular map. They're just not going to be able to get it yet, right? Like, just like this. But individually, I do have to say that FS, it always surprises me how incredible this roster can be. All of their players, starting from Dominic, Cactus, Cody, B2, they know what they can bring down to the table. And even though this is a loss here, I do believe that this new squad of FS, the fact that they're playing like this, already with the recent addition of Batman, who has not even had any experience controlling this squad, they're gonna go to extreme heights soon enough.
Yeah, they have picked up 1 point from this matchup, so they're going to be A-okay. They can pull up a lot more in the matches to come. They've got a lot. They've got 6 more matches to go, and that's a lot of points to be gathered. Not every match is going to be theirs, obviously. But Valor, this one is going to go their way. Happy with the way they performed, because last time in the season, when it started off Season 3, Valor did not get off on the right foot. And this time, they are going to be finding themselves going straight to the top of the table with 2 points in their hands. A little bit of a hard-working match here. Still, the fruits have bore success. So we've got Buster on 29. What a guy. He's a killjoy, by the way. 29 kills for this man. MVP of the match. And on the other side, we've got Batman with 19. Cactus with 16. Dominic with 18. Team effort on both sides, a little bit more towards the side of FS than it is on Valor, because Hoax and Pasha could not really contribute as much as they wanted to with their kills, but their utility was just brilliant.
Yeah,
And
Hulk's
of course,
bad.
impact frags.
Yep. Hulks is just an incredible player in general. Initially, I was questioning his addition towards the squad. Will he be able to fill in the shoes being left by Hunter? But I think he's slotted in beautifully. He's primed, he's ready, and he is energetic as all hell. Shots were crispy as well. He has that crispy level of aim, and he knows how to make the KO work. I think that Split is going to be one of the more stronger maps for Team Valor because they have that KO under complete lockdown. As we head on down over towards the map selection, for one last time for this set, 13 and 8 for Team Valor first initial map, 13 and 11 for FS being able to take it away from Team Valor in the most, I don't know, anticlimactic way possible right at the very end. And then the final one being the win from Team Valor, being able to answer back with their own 13 and 11 scoreline. Strong start from both of these teams, and I'm really looking forward to see how much they're going to evolve moving on down the line here as well, Universe.
Indeed. And as we move forward, let's look at the group standings to just see how it's just going to end up. There is going to be Valor on top, that's for sure. We're going to see FS right below them with 1 point. And the remaining follow up. There is one more match coming up later on, ladies and gentlemen. And that is going to be a banger of a match. True Rippers are going to be taking on the side of Team T69, who are making their comeback into the Tec Gauntlet. And be sure to stay tuned for that, because that is going to be starting in just about 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's going to be a 15-minute timer for that one. Universe, you're not going to be able to take a break anytime soon. But hey, it's the game of Valorant. The action is always going to be non-stop, and that's why you're here at the Esports Club, where the action does never stop. Before we do sign on off, and I let Universe get a little bit of a rest before the next match shows up, make sure to check all the links down below the description. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and also hit that notification bell. And hey, we're going to be right back soon enough in like 15 minutes or so with the next initial match. Don't go anywhere, because the LG Ultragear Tec Gauntlet Season 4 powered by Crucial and our apparel partners are 656 will be coming back in just a short little while. Don't go anywhere.